Welcome, everybody.
Hello! Hello!
Time to remove this.
We are back. Things are loading. Things have loaded.
Yeah, audio.
Well, I'm off to a good start. I didn't have the right set of notes out. There we go. Hello, everyone. We are back. And this is... Yay!
What about your laser pointer? The fuck?
Huh? Stop. Did you have shiny laser pointer in Tyler's eyes?
Didn't shine in Tyler's eyes.
It was. Just look in his face.
I took away the hammer, so Kobe has no hammer now.
That's good.
Still think about it every day.
The fact that we had to remove the hammer from the table speaks volumes about quality here. Hi, everyone. It's episode 83, and we're back. For another episode of Endless Sky, Starlight Battalion. Before we jump in, I don't think we have any announcements.
Why does that hit so hard?
It's going to be a great session. First and foremost, as always, please join the Discord if you haven't already. And consider, if you're not a follower, follow. It's completely free, and it does help us a lot. And if you're not subscribed and you would like to, please subscribe. It does help us out a lot, especially if you have an Amazon Prime account. You get one free use of a Twitch Prime subscription. So why not use it here if you're not using it? It helps us upgrade our equipment and replace chairs when we decide to go dunking through them.
Every subscription helps me regrow my fingers quicker.
That's not true. That would be really fantastic. Just subscribe to get Apollo's fingers back.
Yes.
Also, we keep breaking chairs, and I'm not even there, so...
Yeah.
Everyone on this side has
At
broken
this
a chair.
point-
Don't target me when you say.
You know what? I want to target you because I still don't understand why I just got fucking ball pitted down into my chair.
I don't understand how the two heftiest fellows in this room have not broken a chair. Yet everyone else has managed to.
I think even I've broken a chair.
Caroline, you don't count though. You're in Taiwan.
No. When
Chairs
I
aren't
was
real
there,
there.
though.
Nope. Even then, it doesn't
Like a
count.
Taiwan chair or a chair here?
I thought it was a chair there.
They have chairs over there?
There's a.
No,
Did
oh
you
my
have
fucking
chairs in
god.
Taiwan?
Well, that's why I asked Taiwan chair.
It's
I'm
crazy.
standing
Wow.
right now. You guys don't know this, but I'm standing
my
for
God.
I think
4
guys all do
hours.
that squat.
All right, moving on.
Just shaking my head.
Yeah.
While standing.
I'll see you in 4 months. Please have a chair by then.
Just a singular chair in the entire place.
Listen.
Hi. So that's all the announcements. We shouldn't have any cancellations anytime soon. But stay tuned. All the
I
things.
thought you did it with your bad fingers for a second. I was like,
What? You saying I can't pull the trigger with these?
I thought you did that. Don't!
If I took the bandage off, I could probably snap.
That's gross. You should take care of
Skin
your
just
skin.
flies off with it.
Yeah.
Reopens the wound.
Yeah,
Bleed
dude,
out.
Yeah, please
jeez.
take care of your fingies. So, last we left off.
Be nice to you.
Every 2-3 sub, I'll show my fingers. Without the bandages.
Well, only
Yeah.
choose 2 subs to get. Actually, I don't know if that's TOS. I don't know if that's body horror or not.
There's no blood.
That's true.
It's just a scar.
It's just goop. It's
Just
just scar
goop.
tissue.
Okay.
Alright, dude. I have the jerky if you guys want it. Some souvenir.
No. You kept it.
I cleaned the blade and found the jerky.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
your fingers?
That's funny.
It's a souvenir.
I don't like that you call it your jerky.
Yeah, I don't like
mean-
they call it jerky either.
What?
Jerky's not gonna make it so.
Right. This is dried skin.
That's the most Ava-coded thing you've ever said.
Yeah.
Wow, that was kind of beautiful.
You feel sorry,
Decided to
Ava?
think of it myself.
Ava's just gonna go around to everybody now. I want some jerky.
I mean,
What's
do kobolds have a shedding season? Is that jerky?
They're lizards.
God.
Oh my god, just
Oh
like
my
at some
God.
point you guys are gonna walk around the dead end, you're just gonna find an Ava skin and a Vagus skin.
And Ava's just sitting there.
Ava like licking her eye, like trying to get the peel off of her eye.
I just step out,
no.
fully vertical bag of skin.
Take just one single step and the skin stays behind.
Alright.
Anyway,
You look like Mr. Krabs without a shell.
Buddy.
last we left off. The Starlight Battalion returned back to Dendar to take care of some last-minute business, in part to have a surprisingly deep conversation with the simulacrum, as Apollo does that instead of therapy. Meanwhile, the
It
rest
is
of the party.
therapeutic.
No, it was totally.
It's very cathartic.
Yes, very much so.
I don't know
As
that word.
Apollo gave a simulacrum his
Free
own
will.
choice. Yeah, free will to make his own choice.
Life
Meanwhile,
that I thought you were about to say Apollo gave the simulacrum the life he always wanted.
I was about to say that, and then I stopped myself. Meanwhile, the rest of the party took care of other business throughout Dendar, and meanwhile, Ava, in a grand display showing the skyscape into the undercity of Dendar, gained enough follower and identity to complete her ascension. And as she was returning, everyone was starting to gather. Ava spotted Minnie and Apollo walking through the under parts of the city, which did not make sense based on where all of you should have been. You all engaged in a chase through the city, believing that Minerva was in danger, and had somewhat of a street showdown with Ares as he attempted to flee from you, and you guys shot him down in the street, basically. Before
Bang, bang.
Vortex lassoing him back to you so you guys could have a conversation.
Should've
Rather
killed him.
rather than escalating, most of the party, except for Apollo,
I knew I couldn't restrain myself, so I just walked away.
sure, everyone else had a conversation
Therapy
with
helped.
everyone else had a conversation with Ares, in which you questioned him to the best of your abilities and learned a little bit about him, mainly that he was not entirely on Alexel's side, but was looking for some kind of out. Meanwhile, Apollo returned back to the home, and for the first time since facing off with Alexel, looked at the books and all the research notes that you stole, in which you learned that
I am
similar
the
to the Mithara experiment, there was a similar experiment that was done with Atrix, and no, that's not
Aatrox.
that is not the name.
Azarix.
Azarix.
Azarix. And then what's the dude's name?
River King?
Tom Kench?
No. From your backstory.
What dude?
Alexel?
The one we Alexel.
Azarix.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why did
Could
I
not
go to
remember
I said
what his name
Alexel's
was.
scientist,
There's Alexel,
Azarix is-
Azarix, and Azriel. I get them all
Apollo.
mixed up.
Yeah.
And Apollo.
In which you found that
That's
Ares was slightly older than Apollo, but there were two separate experiments that were done by splitting up the soul of the original Azarix. In which Apollo was a version that was given complete free will and free reign, while Ares is the somewhat reincarnation of the original, minus many sections of the soul. With this information, at least the party that was with him, decided not to be aggressive and to potentially find a way to free him, but we'll see how it actually plays out. As he was given a feather from Ava from you, to potentially leave in the location of wherever the real Alexel is, but also warned you that most likely that if you did attack Alexel, he would have to fight against you. You then returned and gathered. You had some conversations with one another, and then you guys ended up traveling back. Actually, you guys have traveled all over freaking Aldir. You then went back to Meridian, in which you checked in on the old Green Witch Coven, the teenagers who you saved from the Weaver Women hags, in which you were reunited with two of your best steeds, Bagus and Gary Gripper of the West,
Yes.
in which you purchased the both of them and rode them gallantly through Meridian, checking in on the Green Witches,
I'm so
Giving-
glad that's what we decided to do.
giving Annie some money and some advice to go seek out Sister if she ever wanted to increase her wizarding studies. We'll see how that plays out. Satisfied that things were actually going well, and she gave you some insight as to some of the things that were happening, you returned to Viro by using, for the first time, Griff's teleporter, which made you arrive in a closet, and you basically stepped out into Griff's bachelor pad.
Important note for the group of like wizards and stuff in Meridian.
Yes.
Wade did also give them a scroll of magic missile. I just want to make that known and
That's right.
remembered. So there will now be children with guns running
Yes.
around and
Yeah.
ready.
Yes, you did a
I should have
complete
given
kids
like
with guns.
the gun that we stole from Altor.
An actual
Really-
gun.
Yeah.
An actual
really let
pew
him go crazy.
I'll give him Mendex.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Um,
god.
You then travel back to Viro, insulted Griff again for good measure, went to go find Alu and Bell, and got some updates from them about what was happening at the convention, and then had a pretty fierce debate amongst the party members. And we're going to take a step back just a little bit as you're still in this room, as you have decided that you guys want to have a conversation with Ravanya after Ava did a divination spell in which you saw a Ravanya in a horned physique, fighting a woman in a long dress that was made out of what appears to be flower petals. Ravanya clearly was winning this fight and retrieved a longbow from the woman, which means nothing to you in this campaign, but as the players from campaign 1, you guys realize what this thing is. You decided the best option was to speak with Ravanya and to see where you're going to go from here, whether you wish to face her in Centrum, whether she can be trusted, and there's a lot of questions that you guys want to ask. So, we ended the session with, as you guys are in one of the reflection rooms inside the Temple of Mizara with a starry scape appearing. But before Ava summons this, just to take a step back, if there's anything else you guys wanted to discuss, especially now that we have Vagas back at the table. So, as Ava is willing or is thinking about having this meeting with Ravana, you can see stars are beginning to appear on the surface of the reflection pool, but no doorway has opened just as yet. What do you guys wish to do?
Didn't get to comment on it because we were closing out the session last time, but Ava did sound like Vasuki, which is, I think, a problem.
What?
Yeah, Ava started
I'm
to sound
right here, bitch.
Sorry, I was above table. I was talking about going back.
Yeah, I like Ava saying that too. That's funny.
Yeah. Okay, anyone else should hear that? That Ava just sounded like Mizuki for a second?
I think Ava's just upset.
Did Ava sound any different?
There was a moment in which Ava did not sound like herself.
Ava, are you feeling any different?
Nope. I mean, I'm a god now. That's
Well-
different.
Oh.
All inside check?
But I think
Just in
it was
case.
sure, you can insight check, but I think it was
Just
in
in case.
response to Apollo saying that me and Vagus were stupid for agreeing with Ravanya to not
Those are
cause
the
harm
exact
to
words
her.
that I use.
It kind of was.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was not.
Natural
That
20
wasn't.
on the inside check.
You fucking idiots.
Yeah. That was it. He was like,
Yep, definitely.
I don't know what I'm rolling though. What should I roll?
I'll see.
Roll for insulting damage to Apollo.
Yeah, I'll say go ahead and roll
D4.
roll deception.
Okay, 1 second. I fucked up my dice right now.
What episode is this?
83.
83.
Not great. I mean, 15.
Max, you look over Ava. Actually, before we jump into that, as this is pretty much related, Ava, with everything that happened in such rapid succession, does Ava look any different? As this is kind of the first quiet moment I'm gonna say you guys have had
Oh,
since
I
Ava
you know
ascended.
what? Caroline. Yeah, I don't know if Caroline. Maybe Ava has gotten actually, in some way, her horns have become maybe a bit more crystalline,
Oh.
and the purple color has become darker, and the markings. She has some markings on her snoot. They've become a bit sharper.
She's turning into an amethyst.
I think she might have
Excellent.
actually gotten a little taller. She had a little growth spurt, a little bit of a growth
Slight.
spurt.
Oh.
Slight growth spurt.
Buddies.
It's funny because right now you're still shorter.
You're
From
getting
doing
shorter.
that.
You're getting smaller.
She's just taking your height.
Yep.
But Magus, as you look at Ava, you don't get the sense that she's trying to conceal anything from you, at least not intentionally. But based off the interaction that you also had before, and also being who you are, there is something different about Ava, besides the obvious ascension.
Yeah.
She has a very strong aura to her.
An unfamiliar aura, or like just her aura in general has.
Just her aura in general.
Okay.
It's a little strange, but also considering all the changes that just happened over the past day, you're not sure how the ordinary might be.
I can't move.
Okay.
I think Ava also, you'll notice this, Ava carries herself a bit taller too. Like,
It's 9,000.
yeah. She just kind of lifts her head is a bit more lifted. I think meta-wise, that sort of pride look that dragons get where they feel like they're pretty strong. Do you know what, if you know what, like meta-wise, where they feel like they are above everyone. She's not quite there in any way, but she sort of does have that look now of like holding her head up higher and sort of inspecting, feeling a bit above in some way.
Ah.
Mm.
But that's not, I don't think she even knows that, you know, this is just how she's carrying herself, what feels
Interesting.
natural to her. Is Caroline sharing some insights?
Ooh. Friend of Skeksis.
Right, concern
Whoops,
right
I
now
got
is
one.
what we're gonna talk to about to Ravanya or Katie. That's what we need to focus on.
Yep.
I can't
Alright.
say anything else.
Yeah.
I think for the sake of the fact that we decided that we are in a deal with her and that we are working together to face a greater threat, I don't think it makes sense to try and go behind her back to try and catch her in some way. I think just straight up asking her, what are you planning? What do you need this bow for? What's your plan?
Yeah. I think
Why are you not telling us?
I would personally like to kind of see if we can get her to talk about her goal before telling her we know about it, maybe.
Say it again.
Like before coming to her and being like, hey, you know, we saw this vision of you fighting this person,
We had
taking a bow.
Okay.
Just try maybe ask her more,
Of why and
like
What?
trying to just get her to explain the situation before we tell her we've seen it.
Yeah.
Just see if she tells us something different, because that'll tell us a lot of how she sees our relationship too. Like if she lied
Okay,
to us
then-
and is like hiding everything, then that tells us something. And then we can come out and be like, well, actually, we've seen this. We know what your plan is. It's what are you going to do with that?
I think that's a good idea.
That way we can kind of see how she approaches a conversation with us as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I mean, we can call this meeting in the name of, okay, we've accomplished a lot of our big goals. We need to know what to do to face this upcoming great rift and these, you know, endless sky gods trying to restart the world.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think we should just go for it.
And then, if it's bad news and she reveals a darker nature,
We shouldn't speculate on that. We should just go into it and see
Yeah.
how it goes.
That's true.
We can talk about it.
She will always have a darker nature. It is in the nature of forbidden knowledge to be in the dark, which she is the goddess of.
Well, she has the boon of the god of that.
That is what she represents. That is her theme, her symbolism, her ethos, so to speak. I want her to be honest with us, is all I'm saying. But saying that she will suddenly be a light person or a light being is just us living in illusion.
My expectation is just for her to be honest and work with us.
Yes.
That is what I'm going into this with. I'm not going into it thinking she's going to suddenly just be like, "Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna stop all this. I'm fucking up, guys." That's
My bad.
And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will say one other thing is on a moral and personal level, I'm not okay with more genocide to achieve the goal of stopping the original gods. I don't think it's okay to send all of Centrum into a war between the Fae and the demons and the devils. Like, I think that's a
Right.
line I should just mention.
Yeah.
So that we're all on the same page.
Right.
So how do we call this meeting? How do we do this?
Do you want me to just message her?
I don't know. Let me try. Ava's gonna just confidently, without much thought, just raise a hand towards the reflective pool of the water, and you just see stars sort of gather as almost like a single line appears, I believe, in front of us.
You see across the surface of the water, very similar to the one that you saw the first time you were summoned to this bizarre court. A starscape appears on the surface, even though there is no sky above, and you can see Belle and Olu, their eyes widen as they see this. But you can see,
Ravanya, we need to speak with you.
and you see that line arcs up through horizontally across the pool, and you watch as it curves across the top and then back down towards the base of the pool, creating this horizontal doorway on the surface of this reflection pool.
Well,
It works.
yeah, I think that
Shall
that'll
we?
work.
Okay. I'm just gonna jump in.
Get
Sure.
Okay. And as you'll step in, you're
I walk
expecting
through.
a splash of water, cold, something.
A cannonball through.
You can't pull through. Excellent. So you ever? Well, you described it before. We take the ball, like a basketball, and you pull it under the surface,
Yep.
and it does that rocketing effect. You kind of do that in reverse,
Nice.
where it's almost as if. Never mind. You end up going through with much faster speed than you would have intended. The rest you just step in.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
You all have taken this journey 2-3 times now. Used to that expansive, dark blackness, the obsidian table, the shadowscape. When you step in through this time, for a moment you are confused. The dark, endless void and the slightly lit interior has instead been replaced with a beautiful starscape. And as you look down, it is almost as if you are standing above the endless sky looking down, but it's heavily obscured like a mist. And you see movement above your heads, and as you look up, you see massive creatures that you can't even begin to identify, made completely out of starlight and constellations, that move almost as if a projection across a dome in this space. And where before there was the long rectangular obsidian table, there is now a circular, almost like a basin that is filled with shallow water that has a clearer picture of the endless sky, except almost in a constellation starscape, or like a reference of a map versus something that is super detailed, with the 8 chairs lining this circular table rather than a rectangular one.
Wow.
This looks so different.
So it's circular now?
Beautiful.
So is this like a space that kind of changes based on who opens it? Like Ava opened it this
Maybe.
time, so it's more star-based?
And it's a round table. instead of a.
Like a
We do like that their pizza.
Physiantes and the round table.
I don't.
I do.
As you'll step in, looking around after a few moments, you see some of the cloudscape that across the floor suddenly begins to swirl up into almost like a pillar. Before you see as Ravanya steps out wearing a long black robe and dress, and with her long white hair now cleanly kept, draping past her shoulders as she looks around up at the starscape. Well, I am happy to see that you are bringing your newfound abilities to proper use. I'll admit, you certainly have grown in confidence to dare summon me. I like your
Hi, Katie.
assertiveness.
Red flag number 1.
Hello, guiding light. So she approaches the table and kind of like runs a hand across the back of Didi's across like the seat of one of the chairs. You realize it doesn't have a back, but it's just like the circular, slightly cupped, looks like bar stool. You see as she sits down in one of the chairs. Very on brand.
Ava, you can sit at the head of the table this time.
It's a round
It's a
table.
circle.
There's no head of the table.
There's
That's the
one
point.
stool that's slightly higher.
No, they're like bar stools, so they have that little thing at the bottom where you can
oh, dude,
lift
rest.
So I crank it up a little bit so I can be taller.
Yeah.
And after a few moments, you see a similar column of cloud, much larger than the first, but it quickly condenses as you see as Pisces appears. Not stepping out, but kind of just appearing over one of the steps. You see she is immediately irritated, but then as she looks around, that irritation switches to an awe, and then interest, and then a blank, emotionless face. She seems to be shocked by what she is seeing. But you see as Ravanya just kind of leans. Well, I suppose that you called this meeting for a reason.
Yeah, we did. So, come join us, Pisces. And as we're all now at this
Round table.
round basin, basically this round table, Ava's like, "Oh my goodness, it's like a star map." And she gets distracted for half a second before she's like, "Right, we called the meeting for a reason. For a reason. So, I mean, the Starlight Battalion, we are very close to essentially finishing our personal goals and personal vendettas and cleaning up the messes we have. I think it's time we discuss what is the plan to either stop the Great Rift or to deal with the endless sky gods. I mean, I'm kind of looking for you, Ravanya, for some guidance here, because you seem to have more information than us about what's the stitch, so to speak.
The whole time, Apollo's just watching Pisces. I'm making it like I'm just watching her every reaction to everything that's said.
You see as Ravanya, you see the eyebrow kind of arches slightly. Well, I believe that we covered some of this conversation before, but if you have additional questions, I am more than willing to answer. As of now,
Guys,
our-
what did we say before? Oh, okay, sorry.
As of now, our highest priority remains to fill the remaining seat of this council and to ensure that all of you are properly ascended and ready for whatever might come. 2 of you have completed your ascensions, but the rest of you are still severely lacking in power and ability. And as I said before, I recommend that you make haste into your ascension journeys, whatever that might look for you. And so she kind of looks at you. You seem to be making quite good progress.
Yeah, I'm doing some things here and there.
You still lack the power to be able to ascend. But you refused my offer once before, but that does not mean I will not offer it again if you so wish. But
Thank you.
you may take your journey however you see fit as long as you do not delay. It is power that we will need to face whatever is to come. Plans that we make will not matter if we do not have the ability to back up, so to speak, whatever we decide to run with.
And is it just our power that we need to be gathering? Is there anything else? Because it seems like we're going to be running around the endless sky. We're good at multitasking. Like, what's the plan after we ascend and gain power? Is it just to be at the line where the Great Rift is going to open and fire? Like, that seems a little simple.
It is. It is one option, but as you said, it is simple and prone to potential errors. However, whatever ideas I have and visions I have seen are for naught if you are not able to ascend. I can give you details if you wish, but I would rather you focus on your own conquests, since there is a uncertainty in your approach. And more
Okay.
importantly,
So glad
Our
we got
last
something here
seat.
just to take shots.
So you know what we're working on, but in the interest of transparency and honesty, while we're running around the endless sky, what are you doing, Katie? How can we support you in a way that's not just us trying to ascend? Like, what's up? What are you up to?
What's your plan for the next 7 days?
No, I don't want you to worry about what I'm doing. Just go with sevens. Shoot, fly,
Yeah,
shoot.
I know. Apollo, I understand. I'm
That
having a
was- that was-
conversation.
That was out of game. I was just saying that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I am continuing, as I stated before, my claim over Centrum. There are many powerful beings there, and which, if they are brought to heal, will aid us greatly in whatever efforts we make towards the Great Rift opening. And more importantly, the potential to ensure that it does not open will give us the power that we need for whatever course of action that we decide to take. But rest assured, I have all of my ducks in a row. I do not yet require
You're
your
saying-
assistance.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I do not yet require your assistance, but rest assured, I will ask if I am in need of your help.
Does
say
the
Yep.
uh-huh.
You say there's things you need to bring to heal that would help us? Well, what are you talking about exactly?
Well, the 7 founding sisters, for one, have not been agreeable to my arrival and are throwing up whatever resistance they possibly can, but also involves some of the remaining devil princes and a few of the archfays. It just takes a little bit more convincing.
Convincing or genocide?
Yeah, you know.
Tomato, tomato.
I would
They're both
prefer
red.
to it be a conversation, but if they insist on using violence, I will use violence in return.
Well, is it like a negotiation? Like, are you trying to get their help and then offering them something in return? Or are you just trying to get them to work for you for nothing?
Probably nothing. What I am offering them is the same thing I am offering you. We work towards the same vision, and the world as we know it is not destroyed. But if you wish to have a conversation of ethics, perhaps we can save it when it is all said and done.
Usually you have to have the conversation of ethics before you do the unethical stuff, though.
No.
Like, you know. But this is something like, Katie, like, this is something that we could help with if you're just fighting all these princes. Like, wouldn't it help us to have a more united force against the endless sky gods rather than a force that's been made to heal under fear and the threat of death?
That's a good point.
I appreciate your positive outlook but I assure you that I have the situation handled. Even then, if I were to require assistance, it would only be from yourself and our guardian of the dead. The rest of you are not of the capabilities I require for this job. And frankly, you would, and I mean this with all respect, get in my way. The last thing I need is for an archfey to decide that you would make a wonderful rabbit or a pig or a tree on some fucking island, and then I have to go find you. Until you have the power to resist their sculpting of the world as they see fit, I would prefer if you just let me do what I do.
Can I insight check that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
I want to see if she's actually, if that's like legitimately something that she's concerned about and like that's something that can happen, or if she's just making that up to try and get the people that she hasn't made deals with to get help.
Absolutely. Make a check.
Ooh. Amanda,
Yes.
I just rolled a natural 20.
Oh!
Insight.
Oh! 10.
Oh, I thought
Take it away,
So
Ava.
30 total.
30 total. Okay. Alright, I'm messaging you. Hold on.
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum,
Apollo, did you do a telepathic bond before we would have gone in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apollo will pretty much always have telepathic bond up unless there's like an instance
Yeah.
in which we can't.
We're at the end of college. Yeah.
Well, it's also like we have to be within each other when I cast it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attention you. That's fine.
So if you're so much interested in what I am doing, then perhaps I could ask this for the sake of transparency and all. Obviously, Ava has made great progress on her own ascension. What are the rest of you working on? I have heard of your followings. You're definitely amassing your little cult.
Yeah.
What of the rest of you? What steps have you taken? Your influence appears still to be limited. And if you wish to contribute to the conversation, Pisces, what exactly have you been doing?
Damn.
You can clearly see as Pisces, the face kind of hardens. But she just looks to the rest of you for now.
I don't say anything.
Same.
I don't have anything to contribute to this.
I don't have anything nice to say.
So much for transparency.
You know everything, so why should we even speak? You're the one that's keeping us in the dark.
Hardly.
Hardly. I only have spies across literally all of the endless sky watching everything that's being done. You know that our influence is limited, so you obviously know we haven't done anything yet. You know, you's amassing a cult, so you already knew that. Is there anything more that really needs to be said? It's not really transparency, really. You're just spying on everyone.
And what of our empty seat member? You informed me that someone had the boon. They're obviously not here. Any idea where they might be?
Yep.
That's our next step after this meeting.
It's one of the
Shouldn't
last
take
things we
too
have to wrap
long,
up.
which is why we needed to have the conversation today.
Guess she doesn't have spies everywhere, though.
It's good to know.
That was during Pathos when she was infecting people with stuff, right? I think.
She still
Or she
has the
still-
connection to everybody, though.
Yeah.
That she infected.
Because she
Yes.
had the ones that were corrupted drop off stuff for her
Delivering
still.
us letters.
Yep.
And that was even after.
The Emerald
That,
Scar.
that was before. Well, that was before she got her name back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But
then
even
she
then,
also
we determined she still has
has
a connection to those people.
Yes.
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 Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm glad that you are taking care of it. If you could provide any more information.
Well, I
Sorry.
mean, if we provide more information on that, would you tell us more about what you're doing in Central.
Very well. Bargains are only fair.
We okay with this, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So this is why I'm asking the group. I'm not telling you.
I'm saying we don't have a choice though.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm not. It's not a dig at
Okay.
And what's the question?
you. She wants to
Telling
know
her
about
about
Aries, and
Aries.
you want to know about Titania.
Yeah. So basically, from what we've experienced, the holder of the last boon is this individual named Aries. At least they go by that. I don't know what their actual name is exactly, but that's what they go by. They're and mentally, are you okay to be talking about that as another one of like you?
Sure.
It's another version of clone, similar to how Apollo is.
He's the real thing. I'm the clone.
Well, he's put back together. He's not. And then in the way
He is more
He's a-
repaired. He is the more the real thing than I am.
Ah, that explains why you're so pissy.
yeah, and he's.
Actually, has
We
nothing
don't
to
have a
do
lot
with
of
it.
interaction with him
Good insight though.
because we can only get so much. He's kind of under the control of the person that made them. He's kind
Which
of being
is,
held on a leash.
Well,
Yeah.
then I think it goes without saying that this potential candidate is a bit of concern, not only for the fact that someone is holding his leash, but I worry about, well, a deity sharing a soul. Perhaps this individual is not the best person to be sitting at this table.
Well, what makes you say that? What's so bad about sharing a soul?
Well,
Apollo looks at you.
I'll say I'm kind
I
of
was,
sharing
that's what
souls.
I was kind of hinting at too. But
yep. Well, having two entities, this, as you've all been making eyes at, just a little mute,
what's happening?
mute yourself. As you mentioned with you, they have multiple souls inside of them, but they are intact, full pieces of a soul. What wonderful Apollo here has is a portion of something larger, a fifth. If we have multiple would-be gods that are sharing a soul that are then becoming divine, who knows what will happen? There's a chance that the souls will wish to merge together. There is a chance that the divine power can interact in a very negative way, similar to my own experience.
I mean,
Same thing. Can I insight check if she's genuinely worried about that, or if she has another
Go ahead.
meaning behind not
I'd be
wanting
helping.
Absolutely. You guys go ahead and both make rolls.
that? 15.
Okay.
I'm not good at these.
24.
Thank you.
I'll say anyone that wants to make a roll can make this roll.
Sure.
Twenty-two.
22? Okay, so
22 and 24 for Ava.
okay. So Vagus and Ava, you get the sense that it's a partial truth. She does have concern, legitimate concern. But you also get the sense that it's still a half truth. There's definitely another objective that she has.
Well, I think we've been pretty fine in terms of selecting those with divinity. I mean, I feel like I'm, what, 5 for 5 right now?
If you believe what?
I think we're pretty good in terms of deciding how someone gets the divinity, because, I mean, I kind of like gesture at my hand. I'm kind of 5 for 5 right now, so.
Or the way I see it, you are 2 of 5.
We don't count as people yet.
And we came to an agreement that you were indeed proper candidates for this council per our deal, in which I relieved 2 others. You can take my advice, or you can leave it, and then we can deal with another problem in potentially a time of crisis. I will give you my insight. You may take with what you wish. My advice, you have a very specific skill set, Mr. Wade. I recommend that you think about it. 2 gods sharing a soul could be disasters. Or perhaps the perfect arcane bomb to lodge into the crevice of a new rift. Who's to say?
Guess we'll just.
All right, so there's just a lot of unknowns with it.
Yep.
That's the risk.
That is
Potentially,
something.
he
It's
can.
kind of just common sense, but
I would recommend retrieving this boon of his. And we can find someone more suitable.
That is something that we've talked about. It's our first step is we're gonna try and help him and free him from his leash. He seems pretty cooperative with us, and then we're gonna kind of work with him with the boon and see what he wants to do from there. I mean, I'm not too keen on just ripping it from him if he doesn't want that. But I feel like he kind of just wants to go back to how things were with himself, so I feel like he might not want the boon to begin with.
we can cross that bridge.
So step 1, we're gonna take care of the person that has him on a leash, and then we're gonna work with him from there. We'll deal with one problem at a time.
Very well.
All right. Well, we've been pretty honest. And so I'll be a little bit more honest with you. It's time to cut the bullshit, Katie. I scried on you.
Divination?
Divination.
Divine?
I divined on you. There it is.
I divot on you.
I divoted on you.
Cascading all over the table?
Cascading.
She.
And I know you're not telling us the full truth.
Facts.
Oh.
Pisces.
You see that Pisces, her eyes widen just slightly in surprise. It's kind of feeling where she just immediately, this electricity kind of fills the air. Attention.
So, I have a real quick question before this continues. When we were in Katie's first version, before we gave her her name, and I tried to send a message to you, she blocked it, and then filtered it and let it go through. Do I get the sense that if I do that here, will Ava get the message and get to decide whether it goes through?
You have no idea. There's one way to
Worth a
find
shot.
I,
Do a little tester.
before, yeah, as telepathic bond is up, I'm gonna say, if I want to try something, let me know if you get this message, and I'll message you using sending, not
Yeah.
the short range one.
Sure.
You mean message or sending?
Message, whatever
Message.
one's a short range one.
Yeah.
Message.
Okay.
This is a test, and I wait a second to see if Ava gets anything.
And Ava, you feel almost like a pressure in your mind. Someone is casting a spell in your space.
Do I see Ravanya react at all?
Not that you can see. But Ava, you get the sense that you feel Apollo is trying to cast something here.
Because he gave me the warning, I kind of do the same thing where Ravanya did, where I poke.
You free read
It's
it, and then
almost
you're
like
like,
there's-
okay.
Yeah. I read it and let it go through.
Yeah, and you see that Apollo has cast a message trying to tell you that this is a test.
Which I think you have to point and then whisper.
I can point.
And then
on the
I
table.
telepathic bond
You have to mouth it
to
them.
Apollo. I got it. I think I control what goes through in here.
Okay.
That's
I'll
badass.
let the conversation continue.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
As Ava's
It's badass.
declared that she casted a divination, you see as Ravanya just kind of leans forward and rests her chin on the back of her hand. So tell me, you appear to be incredibly distrusting of me. I have not lied to you. I've told you everything that you have asked for. So what exactly is it that you saw that now has you so on edge?
Don't act like you've told us everything we've asked for. We've asked very directly, what is your plan and what are you doing? And you continue to hide under half-truths and sidebars and trying to draw our attention to other matters. It might not be direct lying in the definition of the word lying, but you are keeping us in the dark when we are meant to be united. The one time in all these weeks I divided it on you. It's just some real fucking shady shit, girl. There's more going on, and you are purposefully not communicating with us. That is my concern.
Roll intimidation for me.
Ooh, yeah, for sure. +1. Yeah, just a 10. Just a normal little 10.
Can I? It's not exactly how it works. Can I use my Favored by the Gods ability to bump up her intimidation check as a group?
I'll allow it. That's pretty slick. I'll allow it.
Ava, add 2d4 to that.
2d4, okay.
We determined I can't inspire
So
telepathic
10.
bond, can I?
It's gonna be 13.
Because it is
You can
verbal.
out loud just be like, get her!
And
Oh shit! Oh shit!
it goes up to a 16.
It's so bad.
You know what? Go ahead and add your inspiration.
Go ahead
Okay.
and roll a d10, Ava.
How do you inspire?
Yeah. you-
Dude, mentally too.
God, I just hope that you prove me right here. God, I just want to be right more than anything in this world.
I feel like it'd be a D inspiration.
Did you say de-inspiration?
Okay. A dirty 20. It was a 4.
Yeah.
We think that
So, you're at a circular table, but I'll say for the scene, Ava and Ravanya are somewhat sitting across from each other. There's no head of the table in Ava's headspace. But as you kind of throw down the gauntlet at Ravanya, you see her smirk draws into a hard line as she just measures you up for a moment. And you see she kind of tilts her head as she looks at you. Make no mistake, child. You are entering a game in which there are no winners, only severities of consequence. I give you the information I think will benefit you at the time. You are new to all of this. And the fact that you are sitting at this table at all was because you were able to fix the one mistake I made. My keeping of you is just not giving you all of the details of my plans until you can prove to me that you can go about your own without royally fucking it up. I'm continuing control over Centrum and Meltazar, and getting their orderlies in line so we have the power that we all need. Now, unless you want to ask me a specific question as to whatever it is you think you saw, I will answer to what I think is what you need to know.
Very manipulative.
All right, but we're in my divine conference room, Katie.
I started this team's message.
And I'm not letting you end the call here. What do you need with the longbow?
She kind of turns her
Why
head.
are you collecting them?
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Well-
Yeah. Go.
Combo with pussy holes and shell toes.
Bro, Tyler. Caught him off guard. Oh no.
So casually.
She kisses
Wait, I
you.
missed it. What happened?
No, don't worry about it.
I made a TikTok
Okay.
reference and it was funny.
Okay.
Ivana looks at you. Yeah. Glad to know that I was right, as usual.
She didn't know she wanted to do it, now she does.
The bow I'm sure you are referring to is a totem of sorts. Being held by the Archfey Titania, the Queen of the Summer Court. My current operations is to keep her from being the royal pain in my ass that she is, and to retrieve something that she has held onto for many a year. She's enslaved an entire populace, which I'm sure you ran into the first time you met with Pisces.
Birds.
The Harakakra.
Wait.
Berber.
Once I have that longbow, those subjects will no longer be under her control.
Instead, they'll be under mine.
Oh, transfer of debt.
Consolation of power.
It is one of many plays that I am taking in Meltazar.
Slavery's okay when I do it.
No. Just more people under her control.
Oh, what does that have to do with the bow? Is that the Aarakocra's totem?
In a way, yes.
Is that what I understood? Did I understand that correctly or wrong?
No, that is more or less what has happened. These corrupted Aarakocra follow a entity who is leashed to this bow. Whoever wields it controls them. It is a relic from a far-off world that has slipped through the cracks into this one.
So it's not that far off anymore.
How many more of these totems are you going after?
How many are you going after?
This is the only one that I am currently pursuing.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Inside check. I ain't trusting
But if
a
the
damn
opportunity presents itself where I might follow more,
thing. 5.
then I will.
22.
22,
23.
23. She seems genuine, but it's still, the words are veiled. But she looks at all of your mistrust. This is the only one that I'm currently aware of. The other one is useless to me.
Now. Right.
Now,
Yeah, now. It wasn't useless before.
no, it was not. But unfortunately, if I were to take that second relic, it would put me at odds with all of you.
That's right.
And I have, as I have stated, no interest in crossing you. For we are all working towards the same goal, whether you trust me or not.
No, Ravanya, what's happening is we're working towards your goals. You're dealing the information that you see fit, and that way we may react accordingly. That's not the same thing as working towards a unified goal.
Well, please tell me then, what is your plan?
Not commit genocide, not leave an entire population of people to die, not take control over a population of people just because they were already under someone else's control, but now they're going to benefit me and serve me because I have their totem. None of this is good. I understand you're saying no one's going to walk out a winner. It's all varying degrees of severity of guilt and consequences, yada, yada, yada. Yes, but there are actions that you can take in order to stop that. You can break the cycle instead of contributing to the next cycle.
Very well then. Tell me.
I don't have to prove to you by coming up with some grand idea to say that yours is shit. I don't have to offer a solution. I've given you my idea. I want to stop the war and provide a united front. You want to go and take a bow from some birds and control them.
And what actions have you taken to stop this war?
What do you mean? I'm in more of a position than anybody.
Then go
We've
do
gone into Altor how many times now and gotten out how many times now? We've killed how many people in Altor that
Very
way?
well then. Go do
Very
that.
well then, go do it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Apollo brings up one very important point. I think he brings up a lot of important points, but there was one that specifically has to do with our relationship, which is it is not a united front for you to be sharing small pieces of information and being a chess master, waiting for us to react in your predicted manner the way you would like us to react. That is not a united front. That is you playing us for your goals. Let's be clear about that. Let's not dress up that that is a united front. I want to be a united front. I want to stop what you are interested in stopping. And I want us to be able to live together in peace after this is done.
Vanya, we want to trust you. We might be new, some of us not as ascended as others. I might be this many. But we're all at this table right now. We need to be honest with each other and open and work with each other. Your plans aren't your plans. They're everyone at this table's plans. Same way our plans are your plans. There is no you and us. It is everyone here. We can only get there and accomplish what we need to do. Be the pantheon that we might need to be. If you accept that and start working with us like we're trying to work with you. You've been by yourself for a long time. You don't have to be, you're not anymore. We're here. We're here to help and do things. We need to do things the best way that we can, with all of us combined.
Very well. Combined group effort. Tell me then, how do you propose we move forward?
Well, end goal being doing something about the rift. We need to I think the steps are in the right places and the goals are correct, but just how we go about them needs to be different. To deal with the grift, what do we need? We need power. We need a plan.
Like, what are we fighting on the other side of the Great Rift? Like, the gods? Are we getting all of these forces to literally fight the Endless Sky gods when they come through? Like, what's their deal?
I don't know.
So you don't know
Okay.
what's on the other side?
No one does. I think that's the thing.
I have visions and sights and the histories of all. Similar to how Ava was able to get some insight into my successes over the next few days. I can have visions across all of time. And it all stops when that rift opens. I've seen many different versions, things that are happening, things that are to come. But no matter what approaches, it ends when that rift opens. I do not know what it is that we are to fight. I do not know what it is that we are to do. But what I do know is that the gods have the ability to warp reality to their whim. And as you said, I've been at this alone for quite some time, which is why I realized I needed a pantheon. Unfortunately, you are on the most intense crash course of any curriculum. I have had hundreds of years to try to figure out what the fuck to do. But if you all think that in the 2 weeks that you've had a seat at this table, that you have a better idea, I'm all ears. But I will admit, your irritations and your tenacities have already broken through barriers that I was unable to pierce through.
You're welcome.
I'll take it as a compliment.
You should. You will not get many.
Great.
But if you want to
Okay.
if you want to work together in the spirit of cooperation and tell me then what your plan is. Because I am doing what I see is correct. I do not have time to make the generations of the masses love me. We will all be gone by the time that happens. Bringing a following takes decades. And my poor judgment with you all set back any sort of plans I already had in motion. So I am resorting to force. And I don't have time to test theories. So I will continue my plans in Centrum. It is raw, arcane power. I no longer have a soul to damn. And if that's what it takes to at least get a chance to play philosopher after, history is written by the victor. She sits up. I suggest you continue your studies into what it is that you need to do and what you are willing to sacrifice. And until you have a plan, I suggest you leave me to my work. And she stands up. Congratulations on your ascension, Guiding Light. I look forward to seeing what you do with it. And she starts to turn. And please feel free to reach out when any of you need my help. Until then, I've work to do. And Ronnie leaves the table and vanishes into the mist.
Could I keep her here for a little second longer? Like she has to.
She tries to
For the
leave.
door.
She tries to press her
The
key
door
card
lock.
against the things.
Do you say anything, or are you trying to?
I just mentally like she walks one way, and then as it doesn't work, I have a little star path walk like if she goes left, the star path is in the right direction. I'm like actually exits that way.
Please follow the exit on the ground. Please follow the flashing lights ahead of you.
So you basically kind of like juke her a bit.
Just a little.
Do you see she starts and you see as this path changes on her. She stops and looks, and she just looks over at you, Ava.
Guiding light.
Mic drop.
Ravanya is unable to harm you.
Oh my god.
She was that fucking.
Oh my god.
For a
Power
moment,
kill.
She's in my realm, though.
you feel almost as if her aura pushes up against yours.
Her spiritual pressure.
And you feel almost as if the area where she's standing, this dome that you are in, you feel as it begins to strain. Like a balloon about to burst.
Oh my god. Your
I let
domains
it
are
go.
expanding.
And she just turns and follows the path that you told her. You see as she vanishes, and it's just you and Pisces now at this table. You see as Pisces. Well, that was very foolish and extremely satisfying.
What's your take on all that, Pisces?
Yeah, what'd you roll for insight?
I
96.
I mean,
do-
Ava's thinking of the conversation that she had with Pisces that she hasn't told anyone about.
Yeah.
So many secrets on this ship.
So many.
I'm sick of it.
I don't have any.
Well,
Well, if he does, it's like 1/5 of the secret.
I do not care for her. I never have. But I also cannot,
Armor.
deny the things that she says. It is not often, but my people have seen the visions that she describes. Even when she was mad. I'm glad that you were all at this table. You might be able to drive some sense and be able to stand up to her in a way that I cannot.
With her version of the future, I'm not sure there's going to be anybody left. I'm not sure that matters, but
I cannot say. I would advise against provoking her unless you are willing to rip divinity out of her chest.
I am.
I don't want to do that, but I can see a world where that may need to happen, but I want to avoid that at all costs.
One thing that you see, she kind of like you see her eyes kind of dart around a bit, as if she's like double checking that Ravanya is not in the room.
Yeah, could I like pressure check? Like, she's out, right?
Yeah, I would say to you, this is your space.
Check on the room, dog.
As you check this
Yeah, I
space,
need a vibe check.
you do not feel Ravanya in here. She has left.
Yeah, she's gone.
Her interest in this other version of you interests me. Even during her madness, she always knew things. The fact that she did not know about this entity, I do not believe she can see him.
she can't. She'd know his name, she'd know where he was, and she'd send someone to go try and find him.
Should have summoned them to one of these meetings.
Much like she did with us.
Indeed. And the fact that she either can't or won't, if you do indeed decide to antagonize her, that individual may be of great use to you.
That might be why she is really against him being the one ascending, because she can't watch him.
I'm not sure if it's she can't watch him or the boon is preventing her from.
Well, that's what it is. It's because of the boon.
Right, but then no matter who has the boon, when they ascend, she won't be able to watch, right?
Yeah.
Potentially. The boon's form changes depending on who has it.
So it might not do
Usually
the
it's
same thing.
Usually it's filling in something that the holder needs, wants, desires. When you've all accepted it, it was a extension of you in some regard, was it not? Something you needed, wanted.
Not really. Ronnie said we couldn't come to these meetings if we didn't have one, so
We kind of just went.
we all
collecting.
kind of got one then.
Yeah.
But once you took it into yourself,
Oh yeah, it kind of formed like into something unique for everyone.
I cannot say for certain if that is what this boon is meant to be or if this is simply what he needed. But I would advise against provoking her further. And if you decide that she cannot be trusted, strike only once. You will not get a chance to strike again.
That's both terrifying and good advice.
Should be terrifying to think back on how quickly she was to turn on the other boon holders when there was opportunity for it.
Yeah.
She could easily do the same.
I don't
to
think
us.
she would hesitate to do the same to either myself or Ares, should it suit her.
Or any of us
True.
at this
But
point.
I think she's out of
Well,
options as well.
once they're no, because they had both ascended by that point. Once they're ascended, that might be hard to do.
Nope.
But well, all she did was take that
protection.
remove her protection. So
Because more than likely what had happened is she had made deals with both of them saying, I will ascend you, but we can't do each other any direct harm.
mhm.
But I can do you indirect harm by removing any protection that I may have given you.
Or just straight up destroy everything around you.
Mhm.
So that's my theory on what's
So
gonna
she can
happen.
she'll remove the protection, but she's not offering protection to Ava and Magus.
Right. But she
No,
also
just
isn't.
that she can't harm us.
No.
I'm sure
directly.
she has people that can.
Oh yeah, we still don't know where those little
Yeah.
hoodlums she had with her. What were they?
I feel like
Little
we didn't,
gang.
I feel like we didn't meet all of them.
I do not.
Yeah, it feels like there was some missing.
I
I
feel
do
like one of
not
them
know.
really wanted to go home and didn't get the chance.
Yeah.
I do not know what deals
Eternally
that
never
she,
going home.
Damn.
I do not know what deals that she made with the other two. I was not partial to those conversations.
Right.
But I do not believe they had a pact of no harm the way that yours did, at least not based on some of the interactions I observed.
Shit.
In the meeting room, I told you to listen to me.
Honestly, like I think just me and Bagus having the pact and getting that power. Let's get the rest of the three of you is fine. Let's get the rest of the three of you ascended as soon as possible. It's helpful because I can say shit and she can't harm me, which is
Yeah.
why I think it's fine that I
That-
have the pact.
I think that actually does help a lot, having two people that can kind of just do what they want around her and like tell her exactly what they want to with no repercussion to them.
Yep.
I should have
That's
made the
why I
pact.
think it's helpful.
Mm-hmm. And you just be sitting there, listen.
Oh, I'm inspiring you, Bagus. I'm inspiring you. I'm inspiring you.
Yeah. I think we do need to kind of rush the ascension of us, if nothing else, to be on the same playing field as Ravania.
I feel like there's been a shift in the atmosphere a little bit, though.
What do you mean?
Before this meeting, everyone was so a lot more willing to listen to what she has to say, and then afterwards, everyone's even that statement alone. Rush ascension to that way we're at least on the same playing field as her.
Well, it sounds like I think she'll work with us better if we're on the same level. Right now, she kind of has the
Yeah,
feeling
that's-
of like
that's part of it.
we're beneath her.
Well,
Once
it
we're on
just-
the same level, it's different.
It aligns with her plan.
That's my
It's
fears.
okay. You gotta be clear, Wade. It's not like it's honest. I could tell she does want to stop. She is scared of the Endless Sky Gods, and she does want to stop it. I can tell she does fear the end of everything we know in the Endless Sky once they come through. That's not like
Her intentions
her
are
goal.
true.
Yeah, like it's not.
It's just
Her intention
Yeah, it's
me,
not like-
the road to hell is paved with them.
it is.
You understand?
We both have the same goal. She is just willing to sacrifice everything to meet it, while we want to save everything while we meet it.
Exactly.
That is the difference. So, in order for us to counteract that, though, we need to have a plan of our own.
So, Pisces, it's lovely to have you here, but I think I'm going to ask you to leave as well because we need to have a talk about what we're doing, and if you are compromised in any way, you would know what we are talking about, and I just don't even want you to
It's better not to know
have
anything.
that.
That's
Yeah, better
not
not to know
liability.
anything.
I
Yeah.
No, I understand. Please do not hesitate to. I wish there was more I could offer. But if there is anything within my power, please don't hesitate.
I dream of you
We'll reach
every
out.
night.
We'll
In
reach
one way,
out.
shape, form, or another.
And she, you see, as she just kind of dissolves into mist, and you guys currently have this space by yourself.
So, Ava, this is your space. You can kind of tell if things are coming out or being listened to in any way. Like, there's no way as far as we know, that Ravana can hear what we're doing in here, right?
All right, vibe check again. How do I feel about this space? Is it like pretty
Is it a
solidly
safe space?
just Ava? Yeah, is it a safe space?
I will say, mechanically, I'm not giving you guys access to the Divine Conference Room every time we need to have a conversation.
Yeah,
but at
appointments
least
are
for
made.
now.
Yeah, no. Appointments
At
are
least
made.
for now.
We came here with a goal, and now we're staying after our meeting to discuss the
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah,
We just locked the door
Yeah.
behind Ravania.
There's
We
a
barricade
name for
ourselves
that, right?
in, we
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
out guns.
Isn't there a
Oh.
name
tries
for
to
that?
come in, we
Huh?
kill
For a
off.
meeting after the meeting to talk about the meeting?
yeah.
It's a
team's call.
divine happy hour and divine champagne glasses pop
yeah.
up in our hands.
So as you check the space,
A divine
the
heroes
only-
feast suddenly happens.
No, the only entities that you sense are just the 5 of you.
So,
Okay.
I'm going to
So-
say something
yeah.
a little bit
Well, 6 of you with yours.
ballsy. I want to put this idea out there.
Okay.
So we know what's going to happen if we don't do anything in Centrum. We've met the warden. What if we message the warden and tell him, hey, this is what's going to happen.
You know,
Change their plan.
You know what that means, though. Ravania will take that as a direct, interference.
Yeah, I don't know how
I don't
she'll find
know if
out,
we
but I feel like
need
I don't know if
to.
she'll be fine. I don't know. Like in my head, she just doesn't find out. Well, because all she'll know is that their plans are changing.
she can, because if she does, well, she can still control people, right? So if she does gets to Titania, because I assume that she'll also push through the warden.
Is there a way to star
Yeah.
6-7 ascending spell? Like we can
I haven't
anonymously
figured it
send.
Until I
So,
just
like-
message Alexa and be like, bitch, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Bitch, better watch your back.
What if
But
we
the
used
thing
Ares?
is, the warden worked for Umal, which is one of the 7 sisters.
Sisters
who is a
versus the Fae.
demon,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe.
That's right.
Titania is the one who has the longbow. Like the
Yes.
warden and the sisters, they don't
They're different from.
they don't care about
Titania.
Titania that much. I think there's like a
I thought they
general
were.
peace.
I thought the sisters worked with Titania, or they were all kind of under the same umbrella.
The sisters are above the Archfey.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah,
Seven
the
sisters
Titania is
control the Archfey
leasing some land,
Hmm.
is leasing an area basically from the 7 sisters because they had got their realm got destroyed or whatever, brought to the endless sky or something.
Yeah, so basically the 7 sisters basically took all of the demonic princes and the Fae and all the archfays and said, we all live together now. We're gonna figure this out, and they had a government in which they were all able to work together and cooperate with one
And now
another.
Ravania wants to go in and say, now I'm in charge of this government. Everybody listen to me. Follow me.
But it's
Or
mainly
else-
to be like, listen, the Great Rift is coming through. There's some shit happening. I need your power to deal with it. part of it
but
is a
she-
personal
I-
vendetta against the Seven Sisters too, though. Like,
Yeah.
let's be
Yeah.
clear.
I understand that. However, I do think that, as she mentions, these ramifications of what we do prior will set up how things go forward after the Great Rift.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So if she gets ambitious
Mhm.
and decides that this is no longer what she wants and she wants more, she strives for more, the position she will be in to achieve that is a lot higher. If she is in control of the Archfey, if she's in control of the Seven
Yeah.
Sisters in Central.
So what I'm suggesting is we find some way to, at least for now, prolong either what she's doing or hinder it in a way that we're not directly involved.
I can message Damien, because Damien works
No,
for the Warden.
I don't, guys, I don't agree because, first of all, it's not like the Seven Sisters or Titania are good.
No, I'm not saying
Second of
like we
all-
choose their
wait,
side.
Wait, let me finish. If you prolong it, if you're trying to hinder Ivania, you are just creating more time for more people and to die and burn. You're just creating a longer war versus her getting what she wants, and it's going to be a shorter period of fighting and less dying and fighting.
I'm just saying we give us time to get what we need to put a plan that we make in motion over there. We need to come up with a plan of how, what do we do? Like obviously we don't like what Ravani's doing. We don't like the Seven Sisters and them either though. So, but we don't want all these people to die anyways. So what do we do about it?
Yeah, okay. Let's pivot. There's something that we haven't told Ravania or Pisces that we know about that none of them know about, which is the Great Tree.
Right. The root of it all.
I honestly don't think our attention should be on what's happening in Centrum as much as it sucks what's happening there. Like, getting involved when she explicitly told us to stay out of it is like, okay, we are fucking up our united front, but basically. If you're gonna prolong, if you're trying to hinder Ivania's forces, she's just gonna go back stronger and harder, and there's gonna be more bloodshed. Like, that's not what I want either. You know, it's
But
not.
we're not a united front right now.
Well, I'm just saying, what if we have a plan that doesn't necessarily hinder her, but can get the same goal done without the killing? Has she tried? It sounds like she hasn't even tried like negotiating or anything with them at all.
She doesn't. I don't.
She doesn't
think
want
she
to.
wants
That's the thing. So I think, what if we take a diplomatic approach? Like we take it on our own.
She's presenting an ultimatum.
Yeah. So what if we go from the opposite perspective? Hey, Ravania wants this. We don't want all this fighting and death to happen. We're not trying to control you or take over what you're doing here. We just want to work together to achieve this goal that's going to help everyone. And then if they can agree to that, then we can probably use that agreement to convince Ravania to stop. So
So,
we
yeah.
can stop the war in there, and we get the help
There's-
still.
If we can convince them
There's
to align,
no way to do it without us literally going there and like doing it. And she was right. Titania is too much for us right now. And also, I don't think Titania's gonna let go of this bow that lets her control an entire populace.
I don't think we're gonna. We don't ask her to let go of the bow.
but
we,
what
we
if she
just,
just fights with us?
we just ask them to work with us, and then if they agree to work with us, we can convince Ravania to step back from Centrum because
Because-
we'll all have the power, and then we
right.
can say we'll govern that power at the table as a group together.
Because her goal is to take control of this army
For the power.
for the power to fight against whatever comes
So if
against
we can get
That's
the
what she
power,
says.
we can guarantee that they align and fight with us, and she's also for a united front, right? She wants us to be transparent. That has to be with all parties involved. She is
Why?
going to force them to be under her command.
we know it's going to happen. So if we go in there
Right.
and say, no, if you can work with us and promise us you'll work with us, we'll let you do your own
Yeah.
thing, but work with us and help us in our goal. We can
And
get
if-
Ravania to back off.
And if Ravania is upset with that, then that just further proves that she is not aligned with our united front.
Because if we achieve the same goal
No,
without
I
fighting,
really
we're
don't
fine.
think it works like that way. It does not work like
If
that.
Why not?
Titania and them were willing to fight with us, whatever fights on
Because
the
Ravania doesn't want them to fight with us. She wants control of them. She wants
Right.
to control them to fight.
which further proves we shouldn't listen to what Ravania has to say.
It goes either way. I understand what Eve is saying. If it
Okay.
ends quickly, either way, therefore there's no more bloodshed. However,
Tanya was willing to kill Pisces for her boon. I have the feeling that these demons, devils, and archfey are prideful enough to believe that whatever's going to come to the Great Rift, they won't be affected. It doesn't concern them. They can run away, or they're going to try and bargain for a boon or something like that. Like, it's. I
when we
almost.
leave them to their own fate, who
It
cares?
has-
Ignore it.
I
mean,
almost
like,
deadass see that Ravania's way is a faster and easier way to just do that rather than fucking up us trying to get involved.
So are you saying just let it happen? Just
yeah.
let Ronya's plan go on?
I mean, I feel like getting involved kind
Because
of our
I
thing.
think we need to focus on Alexel, getting Ares, and getting to the Great Tree, which is something that Ravania doesn't have. You ask, what's a way to stop Ravania? Probably the Great Tree. Probably not the stuff that's going on in Centrum, is my concern. The Great Tree and what the fuck that power is and how do we wield that or what do we do with it is a bigger concern.
I mean,
I'm more aligned with that as well.
I'm
It
in agreement with that
is-
too. I'm just making sure we're all in the same boat because I feel like we were talking about initially helping the situation in Centrum, and I'm just making sure we're all aware we're shifting away from that.
I do believe we should.
Because I am
but-
also,
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of was letting that happen, especially from what Apollo said that like once that happens and you know if she does get more ambitious afterwards, puts her in a better spot and everything. But if we also go, I do see the logic in if we go towards
To
the
the
Great Tree
tree,
thing,
we'll
we might
have-
find some things out or get some information or some experience that will help us in the long run.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't know about that as well. So I am in alignment with that.
just work here.
My worry with going after and getting involved with the Centrum business is like that it's too soon for us. Like, I think genuinely that Umal and the Seven Sisters are too powerful for us at this moment, and I think that we can't deal with Titania in a way unless it's like I see our chances of success of convincing Titania and the Seven Sisters to side with Ravania and what she wants, or like whatever, so small. I don't know.
Even small
I don't know.
things can
I know.
finish big jobs.
Hey, yo.
Okay, so tabling Centrum.
What would you like? Yeah, because what's gonna happen is if you tell like the warden or if you tell Damien to tell the Seven Sisters, and then it gets like word that Starlight Battalion or something like that, like the
That's what I'm
whole-
saying. We would
everything
need to
shifts.
find some way to do it without our name attached. That's why I was thinking, like, if we could find some way to free Ares quickly, we could have Ares drop off like a message because Ronnie can't watch him.
Yeah, that's a fair point too.
No, but he looks exactly like me.
He doesn't have to. When we found him, he didn't look like you.
Yes. When we found him, did he not
When-
look like me?
When we were in the bar, he would look like someone else.
Yeah.
You look like a human.
think
And he
he
also,
was-
he also,
No, I legitimately
Yeah.
forgot. I thought he looked like
he
me
also,
in the
his
bar.
whole thing is he can like completely hide his
Fair.
presence.
Why does he get two?
He doesn't. He can cast disguise self.
She can see through a disguised self. God said so.
We had a god there.
And he saw through it.
And the whole thing is she
Oh,
can't
yeah.
watch him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's how I was thinking of going about it. Either way, I think
How many is two? It's a level 1 spell. What do you mean?
because I think if we can free
My
Ares,
boon is equivalent to a level 1 spell.
No, but yours is physical.
Yeah.
Your flesh actually changes.
what Pisces said is exactly what I was thinking the entire time. Is I think Ares is going to be a huge benefit to us in the fact that I think if we can convince him to
So
help
you
us
guys
out
want him instead of me then?
alongside.
No.
We don't know if both of us can be boon holders and ascended.
He doesn't
Right
have
now-
to
right now
ascend
you're
to
both- he
do
doesn't have to
this
ascend.
plan.
He can do everything
Right now.
not
Ravania's
ascended right.
plan, right? But I'm saying, I'm thinking past step 1. We're into step 2 now.
Mhm.
What happens then?
Well, we ask him, does he want to keep the boon or not?
Yeah.
If we don't know what's going to happen either way. If he once he becomes free, once he has the boon, we don't know what's going to happen no matter what. It's all a gray area. We have so little information on anything, so we might as well just use the tools that we have.
We've done good so far.
I'll teleport away before you guys fucking
Counterspell.
murder me. Fuck you.
Unseen Sorter will make sure.
You can be with
worry-
Molly's.
No.
My, oh wait.
Erala.
My worry is that anyone who tells the Seven Sisters of Shitanya that Ravania's coming, you need to side with her for the Great Rift, or you guys are gonna fucking die. They're gonna prepare extra to fight her, and then when they see her, they're gonna be like, "We knew you were coming." Like,
Then let 'em
fuck
fight.
you.
I mean,
we hate you. And then Ravania's gonna be like, "Well, Ava literally told me that she divined on me that I was gonna do this. So the only way that they would know that I was gonna do this is they told her." Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. I've lost interest in debating the semantics of what we do or what we don't do.
Let's just do something.
Alright, fuck it. Let's go kill Alexa. That's what my priority is.
I think step one there, and we figure out more about Ares and that
Apollo
situation.
leaves. The ADD's
I do the
kicking
same
in.
thing. I do the same thing.
I need to do something.
Yeah.
Alright, let's fucking go. I think we're in Vyros still, so we
Have we rested? Is it morning? No, it's night.
no,
we
it's
go to
like
sleep.
nighttime.
No.
We need to sleep.
You all get a weird dream. Ravania.
Lol.
I think I just want to make sure because we had a day of downtime. We went to pretty much every city,
We
right?
did.
We did,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
went
we did.
around.
You guys spent today Island hopping.
Said,
Okay.
yo.
I have no 6th or 7th level spells, so we have to
Same.
hop
Yeah.
Well, I
around.
have my chaos key still.
We need to rest.
We need a rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll find a hotel here.
Yeah, I'll say you guys easily enough to find a hotel. And as you exit the reflection pool, you find Alu and Belle waiting for you.
Do we want to sleep here, or do we want to key somewhere that we can go somewhere better?
Peter.
Okay.
Who cares?
Alu! Belle! Thanks for waiting for us.
You kind of disappeared into the reflection pool, which was interesting.
Oh, yeah, we just kind of dipped over
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Literally dipped.
Literally, we were mid-conversation with them and just turned away and walked into
Hey
water.
guys, so what do you think for Dick?
But that was incredible. I could feel divinity. You opened a... I don't know how to describe that. Sorry.
I mean, thankfully it wasn't the kind of door that increases the percentage of the Great Rift opening. It was more just like a divine conference room. But
That's what you think.
Divine Zoom.
Fucking Great Rift just tears open in front
Sorry,
of
I know you
Pyro.
guys explained to me what you were
Man.
doing, but that... sorry. Right. So, are you guys going to...
Nap time.
We're just gonna leave first thing tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Can I?
so
I want to ask Alu one thing real quick.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'll check in with the group first. While the conference is still going on, should we have them try and spread the word around about us and this new pantheon?
That can go wrong.
Be the easiest time to do it.
That literally while every clergyman's gathered,
This would be the spot to do it.
we can ask Alu and Bell for help, just spreading our names around.
Yeah.
And then honestly, I don't like to, but he knows how to talk. We can ask Griff too.
No,
No.
He knows how to talk.
No.
that's the problem.
I might ask.
Maybe. Hey, this is redemption.
Yeah, I'm
That's
about to
how it
say,
gets redemption.
this is-
we
yeah.
gotta give him something.
No, we don't.
Alu, is Bell's here too,
Keep
right?
us
Yeah.
together. That's all he
Can we
gets.
ask a favor of you two?
of
So-
course, anything.
I mean, you saw that. You know what's going on. We are becoming this new pantheon, I guess.
Yes,
As crazy as that is,
yes.
one of the things we have to do
Yeah.
is amass more power about
The following.
and some sort of following. While this kind of convention is going on, can you help just kind of spread the word around about us? I know that seems like a lot and kind of crazy, but it doesn't have to be you don't have to go rioting around and yelling our names, but just talking to people and just spreading so people are more aware.
She immediately, her hand kind of goes to the symbol of Lux around her neck.
And I'm not asking to say convert. I'm just saying if you'd be hey, also these. Looking at Bell
Whereas
too.
before we
Yeah.
were trying to stay in the shadows and keep this divinity hidden, now we don't care.
Now we need it kind of. We need it
Sure, the
out in
lighter.
the open.
You see his Belle, like, looks up at a loon. Well, I mean, she has her own moral things to go through, but fine by me.
Thanks.
That'd be awesome. And I mean, if you need to, you can ask Griff for help. I know he can talk.
Okay.
I turned into Bell. Thank you.
That's don't do that.
No?
No. Okay, what do I? You guys got like a? I mean, she's.
The Lightning Callers is our band name.
Well, she's. I mean, you got a loop and clutching your pearls. You guys have something like that. She's. It's a. It's not.
What did
I
you
do.
say?
Pearls, like, you see, Belle says, you got a loop clutching her pearls. You guys got something like that. See, Luke goes, it's not pearls. It's amulet, divine, whatever. You guys got one of those?
I have masks. There you go.
Yeah.
She takes like a little spec. Masks.
Masks. Patron of masks.
Okay, masks.
Give her some of your
I
slime.
don't know.
This is where we have to think of like a.
Nope, give her some of your slime. You've already started this. You are,
Above table, I need symbols.
Yeah,
you are known as slime. Give her slime.
This is where we need to come up with symbols.
Just draw it like a teardrop. It's slime.
That is awesome.
I'll say, just think of something. Let me know, because otherwise, it's like, hey, these guys are really cool. I have.
Mhm.
They form a
Costume
really
masks.
wicked band.
Mask.
I mean, my hand's been kind of a thing, so I think just stay on brand. Yeah.
Need like a
yes.
symbol of a hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you like?
Do you have like a thing for it?
Do you want to draw two
Can
of
I-
them shorter? Maybe they've been cut off or something.
I've been kind of curious. I don't know how this will work, but I wanted to get some shavings off of the wooden pan and see if they can be used as like seeds, maybe.
I can help you with that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I mean, you sort of try.
Like finger gun, more like finger gun.
What are you thinking? I'll like minor illusion, whatever you're thinking, trying to like help you visualize.
Yeah, I kind of put like my hand up and just like
I'm thinking Skyrim, the Assassin's Guild, like the hat.
not Assassin's Guild, but yeah.
But it's just like
Yeah, but it's just like of my hand specifically. You can just mold out this hand. Just minor illusion over it and then just copy paste.
So slime is going to like I'm gonna put my hands on him. Slime's gonna just like kind of consume everything and just kind of go around, and then just coat it in like a glove, and kind of just move forward. Slide.
gross.
Yep.
Okay, I'll see what I can do with that. Okay, you. Cool. Yeah, you know, studying wounds. You guys are gonna be gods. This is.
You get to be at the forefront of the new pantheon.
You see, she holds up her hand where the bits of the vacuum boon are still embedded into the skin.
Yep.
Psyched.
Yeah.
How many of those back, by the way?
No.
To bed.
No.
No.
Question. Just for spell preparation.
Yep.
I need to be stalking a locate object, right? Not a locate creature.
Yes, the object on it's on a feather. One of Bagus's
It's on
feathers.
the feather. So we need to do a locate object, not locate creature. Second question. Do
Good
we want a
one.
hero's feast before we I can't do it tonight. I'll have to use a spell slot tomorrow morning because I traveled today. But
I don't think we're gonna need it.
But it gives advantage on wisdom saves, right?
Yeah. It does.
gives you temp HP, immune to poison, I think,
I'll have the
disease,
temp
advantage on
HP.
wisdom.
The wisdom saving throw thing is what convinces me to kind of lean towards it.
I can also just cast it in like Fortress on those who are more inclined to
But
fail
is it a
wisdom saving
concentration for you, Apollo?
throws. It is, but I can just drop it at any time. It's only also a 4th level spell,
Mm-hmm.
3rd level spell.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out if I need to stock it or not. You guys let me know.
I don't.
I said
my thing is, I
tomorrow.
just don't want you to burn a 7th level before going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say
It's a 6th level. I still would have my 7th level.
6th level.
And I think yeah.
I think we'll probably just need more
If we
firepower.
don't need it, we don't need it.
I think we
I think we'll save it.
Okay, we'll save it.
Save it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll still take Windwalk then and like pass without a trace and stuff in case
I think
we...
those are good.
But
Yeah.
I
those
think
have been
that There's like a fortress thing again, right? It's like a anti-magic fortress.
Yeah, I believe since we know that his main place is in the actual like
Palace.
kingdom, palace. Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I'll get it soon.
Okay.
I know the
All right,
palace
sorry,
like the back
just,
of my hand.
Just talking
This is my
through.
hand. This is Bell.
All right, I'm ready to sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
So say it's not difficult for you guys to find lodging for the evening. You've had a lot of travel. It's been a very busy day, and you all pay the room fees. It's nothing at this point. And you guys go ahead and you may complete a long rest. And with that, we're going to take a break, and we'll continue with the
Cool.
next day as you all prepare to go after Lexel.
Round 2.
Round 2, baby.
All
For
right.
real,
Round
We're back.
2.
Come back harder, better.
back, everybody.
Hello.
Shalom.
Hello.
Ooh, the brothers floating. Yeah. Did we get a long rest?
You did your long rest. So go ahead and everyone mark off a long rest.
Hey.
Thank God.
I am
Do
no
we get to level
longer
up?
sleepy and EP.
I now have my 7th level spell slot.
I now have my 10th level spell slot.
Yeah, you do, buddy.
Yeah, you do.
It's called Lizard.
Alright.
You just take a step forward, you just shed your skin. That's your challenge.
I cast.
So
What's the plan?
we're gonna go to Altor.
Okay.
We're gonna use locate object to find the feather.
Okay.
And we know he's probably in the capital.
Okay.
How do we want to get into the capital? Do we want to windwalk, or do we want to go in as like a bunch of birds?
I'm pretty sure they'll have something very similar to the mansion. That is
Yeah.
Yes.
anti-magic or dispel magic.
Yep.
Yep.
We may just have to walk in.
Last time we turned into bats above it, right? Or
And
we
fell
were
got-
into it.
we
got
went
eight
wrong,
fell down the
first.
chimney.
Well, yeah, we had to get in first and re-up stuff.
but we don't know because we haven't. I don't. Apollo wouldn't know. Apollo was never near the
Yeah.
capital, so I wouldn't know.
Alright, so we'll go. Let's just go there, and we'll figure it out. Do we want to? Well, because we have to go through the city to get to the capital first before we get close. So do we want to just walk first and
I
like
think
kind of
that's
stealth
probably-
around?
Because I mean, we can be everybody
We
but
can-
Baggins can be pretty inconspicuous.
Or it could be a stealthy lizard.
Everyone make sure their mics are
We
on
can
and unmuted.
stealth in.
Yeah, because they're
I
not
think-
big on like other.
They're very human centric.
Yeah, so like Bagus and Ava are probably gonna stand out a lot, huh?
I could wear a cloak,
Do they have?
right? And put the hood up.
I could be a slave.
No,
Someone.
I won't degrade you,
Who the fuck are you?
Apollo.
I think we should just probably stealth them.
Yeah.
Cloaks up.
Just put a cloak on. I mean, they didn't give me a hard time last time when I was just in tiefling, so I don't think they'll overtly like be. They're not going to target you.
They might just like walk on the other side of the sidewalk and clutch their bag.
lock their doors and call you mean names because they saw how you just slaughtered 8 guards. Like it was nothing.
Yeah,
well, they
I
didn't see
wonder
actually.
which-
Actually, hold on. Oh, they didn't see him. Okay, we're good. We're good.
They did see him.
Wade can be someone else though.
True.
We can stealth up. I packed pass without a trace.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, let's just stealth.
And
I
the
think
time that
chaos-
we- Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say chaos.
No,
key to the-
I think we should teleport or like a ritual circle Wait, there's no ritual.
we don't have a
there.
circle there though.
Yeah. The easiest thing would be Chaos
Chaos
Key, so we
Key.
don't have to use the spell slot yet. The Delphi's still in her room, right?
No, Delphi left.
That's
Nope,
right. So
Delphi left.
we don't
We
have a
took her
spot
out.
to key to.
Yeah, we do.
We
We
can
can just key to the
No,
foundry.
we can still
Or
go
my parents'
there.
home.
Oh,
Oh, your parents' home, yeah.
That may not be the best idea.
right in front of where that slaughter happened.
Well, we'll just key to the.
We can key to the room that Ego Vex was in.
No.
That also may not be the best idea.
We could key because if you give the chaos key to Apollo, Apollo can chaos key into the parents' home, and we could stealthily leave out, not like chaos key into the street. You know what I mean?
Well, but we can also just chaos key into the foundry, where. Well, maybe not, because there might still be people there. There was a big explosion, but I don't know. I think my parents' home might be the best bet, and we can just stealth out.
Yeah, I can't think of another
Yeah.
option. I don't like it because of the scene that was made, but it might be the best option. Okay, let's do
Let's
that.
wear cloaks. Me and Bagus try and cover our heads at least.
And give you a cloak that doesn't fit you and comes to like here.
How do I look?
Lol.
Cute.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, chaos key.
In the time that we were there, did I see other lizard folk walking around, or did I see like?
Not an Altor, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn into the most generic looking human I can not picture.
Okay.
If for whatever.
So you look
reason-
like Andrew.
Damn. Take 1d4. Fuck you,
Lean
James.
forward. You can give her the stink eye right now, so she can see it.
I love
Me and
you.
my missing fingers flip you off.
If for whatever reason my appearance is an
That
issue.
fucking hurt.
I'm sorry.
For whatever reason, if my appearance is an issue, if you both are going to be human, I could be a bodyguard of some sort.
You could also just turn it invisible then.
If we, so hopefully save the spell slots. But
Yeah, I have just normal invisibility.
Yeah, it's a lower spell slot.
Do we want to do it prior? Or do we want to cast Windwalk prior? Like, what are
It,
Oh, are we windwalking?
Well, we could just stealth there.
I don't think we.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
we
we'll
need
just
to
go stealth.
windwalk.
Let's just
Yes.
go. Parents' house, stealth.
Task key
yeah,
to
lasts
the
for,
inside of my parents' house.
lasts for an hour for invisibility too.
Okay.
There's just a new family living in there.
I'll say it has been a minute.
well,
It's been,
it's been like a week.
if that.
No,
You know,
it's been like 3 days.
like yeah,
It's been a few
you walk
days.
through it
That's it.
as a.
But it is a crime scene.
Yes.
Oh shit.
So, as you go in Chaos Key from your guys' hotel room,
I can talk my way out of this, don't worry.
okay, you look like the most generic human ever, and then the rest of you. You use the Chaos Key and open
And then the
your
rest of you.
hotel door. Stepping inside
Can we see in? If I open the door, can I see in?
Can you like target like your old room or something?
There wasn't really rooms.
Okay.
Like some Monsters Inc. shit. You open it and you're like, oh yeah,
There's
we're
a
good in
shadow.
there.
Yeah, it was very much just a lean-to on the side of the building.
Yeah, as you open the door and you like start to step in, look in, whatever, you can see that there are quite a few guards that are inside the
Oh.
space.
Oh
And
my
as
God. Because they know that's your home.
and as the door opens,
Still plays like
you
home.
can see that some of them turn and look at you, looking out the door, what should be to the street, and instead see a inn room. And there's just this luminous silence.
That means there's no escape. No.
Do I just shut the door?
Cast silence. We're
You're-
fighting.
Cast silence.
Cast silence. We're taking him out.
Okay, I need to roll initiative.
I cast silence.
God, I knew this was gonna fucking happen.
We don't have anything else!
Could have just teleported.
You were quite literally the one that said, let's just chaos key so we don't burn the spell slot!
I
fucking hate
agreed
my-
with you saying that. You said it and I agreed.
How many guards are in
I
here?
think everything is okay. We could do this real quick.
There's
How many
currently-
guards are there?
There's 5 guards that you can see. It looks like
I'm
they've
just
been
going-
all like in a conversation. One appears to be a captain. There's 4 foot soldiers.
But like, do you really think he's gonna come?
Oh no. He wouldn't be stupid enough to come back to his home.
Oh.
Who's that?
Holy shit.
Okay, Vagus,
Dirty 20.
Hey, you rolled initiative.
you,
9.
6.
Apollo,
Close.
17.
3.
Wade.
Natural one. Yeah.
What's up with
Yeah.
this whole campaign? You an initiative,
Ava.
dude.
Dude, this is not.
12.
Yeah, not good.
All right.
You two still has to have a +2 to bonus to AC. I think you're still married.
That's correct. As long as it's within
I
30
think
feet.
you're still
Oh.
married.
Actually, thank you for
For
reminding me. I gotta mark off that day.
Do you guys have your figurines?
What?
I think I have Ava. I don't know why I have Ava, but I have Ava.
I was looking for your figurine, but Amanda has it.
Okay, I need to.
4 days left.
Ow!
What?
You smacked me with your microphone in your pocket. You put a microphone in your pocket, or you're just happy to see me?
Both.
Aww!
Is that your dick?
Get away from my
The
microphone!
exit to the street.
He's touching my microphone. Is it your dick?
Pulling his lab out. What a
He's plugged in, he's jacking in, he's
He's downloading. He's downloading.
Oh my god,
so
he's in the
fucking
mainframe?
He's
Oh
cascading.
god, he's soundboarded.
Andrew, could you just turn the laptop camera down a little? Yeah.
So who wants to catch the finger of death?
Did you really?
I do have that.
Does that turn him into a zombie?
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay,
I was like,
so
if it
you guys
goes,
chaos
that's
key open the door, and you just see this
That's why,
group
do
that was
I wanna-
having
No,
like
do it,
the
do it.
discussion in the middle of the
No.
space as you all just turn and.
I cast silence.
Okay, well, top of the initiative, Vagus.
I don't think I'm gonna cast silence.
You might.
What do you wish to do?
Sigh,
Evil enough to do that.
calmly pull my cloak down, rage, walk into the room.
Round 2.
These poor fucks.
I didn't. To clarify, I didn't cast invisibility yet.
No,
Okay,
you
cool.
don't.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said.
Do any of them look more magically adept than the others?
No, they all look to be the same class of soldier, except for the one. Yeah, that is a captain.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Wow.
Imagine they're just about to tell a lizard folk joke. I'm like, all right, so a lizard folk walks into a bar.
I was like, so
walks into this room.
walked into a bar.
You're like, actually, it's a room.
I am the room.
The usuals. Ray Webmaster. Blah,
Bullshit.
blah, blah,
Okay,
blah,
okay.
blah, 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 blah. First one's a 24.
Yeah.
The second one is a 23.
Why the fuck is this?
So
AC
silence
is
is
a
in there,
50. I'm sorry, what's that one?
He goes before me.
23.
Yeah, look at those in.
I'm debating if I'll need to or not.
Baggage just gets in. So
They might all just die before silence is needed.
First swing is 25. and-
25 points of damage?
Yes.
I don't think I'm
And
gonna need silence.
11 points in necrotic.
Okay.
How do you want to do this?
Is he still standing? Okay, well, 26 for the second swing.
How do you want to do this?
I will jam the greatsword into him to where he's kind of stuck there and just grab him by the helmet and slam it into the floor.
Okay, so you they all turn to look at you. You just walk in, spear him to the ground with
excuse
the
me.
great sword,
Yeah.
and then ram him down the blade into the ground.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, it is. There is a spray of blood, and all the other soldiers just cry out in utter fear.
Mhm.
Okay, does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Apollo.
Are they yelling for other people, or are they just
They
yelling?
start to.
Okay.
I mean, you basically just walked in and
Killed
just
the
did an
guy.
anime kill on their boss.
You can have this back.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Thank you for giving my dude back.
I guess I'll cast silence.
Alright, cast silence.
Now
Make
we're
sure
just,
I'm not in the radius, please.
no one is.
You guys are still on the other side of the door. It's just me.
Alright, you cast silence. Alright, that's your action.
Yeah. Bonus action.
Oh, with my movement, I'm just gonna block the door. To where the allies can still come in, but
So they can't leave into the hotel room?
yeah.
Okay.
I will inspire you.
What do you say?
Alright, buddy, we have to do this quickly. Get in there and finish this quickly. Okay? I believe in you. You can do this.
All right.
Yay! Whee!
Alright, does that end your turn?
Yes, that'll end right.
Alright. They go next. And as this happens, I guess as you're the only person in the room, you see as they all throw out their arms and you realize they don't have any weapons. They're holding any weapons.
They're
I
gonna
just
use
steal
the
the call.
lightning gauntlet.
This can be fun.
You get an orb.
They're gonna. Okay, you have one orb. They're all gonna rush forward and surround you the best of their ability. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's with advantage. You're pretty flanked here. Let's see how many times I get to tase Vegas. See if they get one attack or 2.
Oh, I hope they enjoy it. They're
They
only
get-
gonna get to do one.
Yeah, they get 2 attacks. Okay, so I get to do this one. Oh,
10 times.
a lot. Dirty 20.
Yep.
Second attack for the first guy. That is a 19.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 hits. Second guy. That hits.
You're raging, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tyler, did you look in the box?
I don't want to look
So
at
look in the box.
I don't want to. Yeah, I figured.
I rolled 2 natural 20s.
Nice.
Nice.
The box says, "Fuck you."
Fuck Tyler
You're a
specifically.
lizard.
All right, first attack for the third guy. What'd you see?
18 currently.
18. That's 14, so that's gonna miss.
Even the dice are racist.
That's gonna be 17. It's gonna miss. Fourth
Okay,
guy. 16. Miss. Second shot.
The power of marriage.
17.
Nope.
Miss. Okay, last guy with his 2 attacks. Okay, it's an 18 on the die. It's gonna hit. And then last strike.
In the silence, you would have hit me if my husband was in here.
19.
19, yeah.
Okay, so that's
Oh, sentence I thought I'd never hear.
Me either.
okay. So it's gonna be I'm gonna do
My
the
husband
damage
was
for the
here, you'd
4
be-
that hit you.
There's 3 normals and a crit, right?
2 crits
Yes.
and normal.
Well,
So-
four
Oh, sorry.
Or 4
four
normals
normals. No, shit. Hold on. I had 6 hits on you, so it's gonna be 5 normals and a crit.
and a crit.
I can math. I can fucking math.
No, because the 2 nat 20s were for 1 roll.
Yeah,
Yep.
gotcha.
Because I got to swim with advantage.
I'll use my
So-
reaction.
Who nat 20 me?
It was the third guy, the one directly in front of you.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so
Let's save it for the crit, 'cause we think you'll
8,
live.
10.
But I'll use my reaction to ward you on the last one.
10, 13, 14, 15, 16. 31 points of lightning damage for the 5 that hit that were not crits.
Shit.
Okay.
What the fuck?
That was 5 hits, 5d8. And then the one that is going to be a crit.
Using a ward.
A ward.
I'm projecting my ward to absorb it.
11, so it gets
Oh.
absorbed by the ward.
Okay.
Okay, so you just absorb the crit.
Cool.
So as he crits, you see he was about to jab you in the lower abdomen with his lightning gauntlet, and you see as the ward, and it dissipates across the ward.
Gotcha, baby.
And as you see, as they all put quite a few volts into you, you see there's this like that same awkward silence. Well, actually, you can't hear anything, but there's that same awkwardness. And you see they all just, you see they all look at each other, and then just look up at you, who stands undaunted by all this lightning damage.
That would have been a problem so many sessions ago.
Ava, is your turn?
I didn't.
Back when
Yes,
I was a
I didn't
single
roll my
lizard.
cosmic omen for today, so let me just roll it
My
real
husband.
quick.
Yep.
It's a 4, which
Get him,
is
hubby.
gonna
Get
be.
Jesus, that did absolutely fuck off to you.
It's gonna be helping
Great.
friends. Okay.
I would. Yeah. So we don't even need
How
these spells
how
really.
how hard was it to hit them, Vegas? Like,
It's not.
They are foot soldiers.
They just work here.
They just
Right.
work here.
Not for long.
No.
okay. Can you dodge an ice knife, Vegas?
So fuck it.
Nah. Actually,
No, go
here's what we're
ahead.
gonna do.
You shiver
What's
slightly.
the radius? Are they in a 10-foot radius, which means 20-foot diameter?
You
Yeah.
could hit me and hit everyone, or you could hit the guy in front of me and hit everyone. You could hit literally any of
No.
them and hit all of them.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do Wither and Bloom. Vegas, did you take damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do Wither and Bloom. We'll do it at a 2nd level, so they're gonna do. All of them are gonna do Constitution saving throws, DC 18.
Okay.
They all die.
No, with it.
Because if we go down,
Then we go down together.
Alright, I said DC 18.
Yep.
Fail, fail. Success. Fail, fail. Only the one with the yellow base succeeds. So they all, most of them fail.
Okay. I rolled pretty well. It's gonna be 11 damage to all of them that failed.
Okay.
nice.
I think half, so 5. Or are we rounding up?
We round up, so it'd be 6.
So 6 damage to the one that succeeded.
Okay,
11
that was
to all the other ones.
highly
And then
unfortunate.
Vegas, if you want to roll a hit dice to regain some health points,
I would love.
you may. And you get to do you get plus 5 HP on that. It's my spellcasting ability mod.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So your hit dice plus 5.
And I rolled a 12. I maxed that shit
Oh,
out.
great.
So
Where are you at
17.
now, health-wise?
I'm at. I'm 14 points down. I'm 136 out
I
of
think that's
50.
great. I did a
I'm
little
doing
bit better
aight.
there. And
What?
that's it.
These
That's
just these
my
poor
turn.
fucks, man. So they see this god
Should I just
lizard,
haste back?
and then they get fucking Ark of the Covenant, and he gets stronger from this. Okay, this is great. The
I love
other
AoE.
yeah, okay, the other crisp picture, you. It's your turn.
Hello.
I wish you guys could see my combat
just
tracker.
laugh
It's so fucking confusing.
I don't think I can because Vagus is in the doorway, so I'd have to get in there. Is there a way that I can get in there at all with how they're positioned?
Not really. They're blocking the door.
All right, I'll just. Yeah, because I can't see anyone, but I can see in there. I just can't really hit any of them from this position. So I'm going to use my one free use Misty Step
Okay.
to just.
Blink.
Boop.
Okay.
I like to imagine you're
Still laughing from the inspiration.
And it just silences
Yep.
you enter the silence. Okay, so you're gonna do some
Father.
My husband makes
I'm
me
rolling with
stronger,
advantage
and my
because
son's here to
Yes.
learn.
20 plus.
It's
I'll do first
Family.
damage. Is 2, 4, 11 points of damage.
okay.
Second one, higher 20 plus
Yes, that hits.
for 9 points.
Okay. Alright, this is the one that technically got the crit, didn't do anything on Vagus. Barely standing, but still standing. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Next up is wait.
Oh my god, it's my turn?
Yeah.
I will throw a
Another ice knife.
ice knife.
I did my snipe. I did Wither and Bloom.
Oh.
Goofy.
Yeah. Firebolt. No, I'm gonna throw a firebolt.
Alright, which one?
This one.
Alright. Yeah, he's looking pretty fucked up.
He's a little fucked up.
He's a little fucked up.
Dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
It's gonna take 3d10.
Okay.
Takes 19.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, he's fucking dead.
Fastball, just fucking just.
Yeah, there's no sound, just the smell of burning flesh and his, well, as he is melted inside of his armor.
Oh.
Wow. Damn. Nah, I won't burn it. Okay. I was gonna say I could healing word Vagus so he could take another attack,
The
but.
best part about this is there is literally no way for them to get out of this room.
Yep.
Yippee.
Yep.
Yippee!
That ends my turn.
Okay. Top of the round, Vagus.
Hit the yellow one. He hasn't gotten hit yet.
Okay.
Isn't that the one that
Or you
critted?
took half damage.
You just killed the one that critted.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh. You didn't hit me that one, so.
Okay.
19. On the face,
That hits. You're hitting the yellow one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I didn't need to do it last round because of, or no, actually, I wouldn't have been able to. Never mind. Damn it. I was gonna say Great Weapon Master. I killed someone, so I would have got to swing, but I
Oh, bonus action to, but you
bonus
raged.
action rage.
No, that's true. Okay.
And the next one's a 24. So
Both hit.
yeah.
Alright, roll
Just
for
kill this
damage.
guy and you'll get your bonus action.
Yeah. I'll
There you go.
I'll figure it out. Ooh.
Ooh, kill him. Ooh.
26 points of slashing damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, he's not looking okay anymore. Plus necrotic.
And that would be 9 points of necrotic.
That killed him.
Oh, good.
You get a bonus
You want to
action.
transfer your second hit to one of the other guys?
Yeah, the blue guy.
Okay. The blue one? Alright, go for it.
So they
roll-
can't. They're
roll-
not
roll
flanking
damage.
me anymore. Type one.
Yeah, I'll say you can go ahead and roll damage for
That's max.
Max?
Yeah. So 29 points of slashing damage.
Which is exactly what you fucking need. You have 29 HP.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
so that's your that's your action. You still have your bonus action, which
Yeah. Which I'm gonna use to hit one of the other guys.
This is why I kept Wiesel in my party for Baldur's Gate 3, just to see it just go to the next person.
18.
Hey, stop bonus action.
18?
Action surge.
Yeah.
hits. Yeah, hits. Go and roll for damage. Are you doing the purple one or the green one?
Purple.
Okay.
And that would be... It's so great. 25 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Still standing. Is that you still get necrotic on the...
Max on the necrotic, so that would be 13.
Yeah, so your turn, they all take turns trying to tase you, and you just straighten up, they get assaulted by the rest of your team, and then you just kill 3 of them within the course of 6 seconds. 2 seconds a person.
Mm-hmm.
And then now, one dude by himself,
Oh yeah, I'm getting my
covered
souls.
in the gore of his comrades. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Apollo.
I'll
There's
walk into
one
the
poor
room.
bastard left.
I'll pull out my hand crossbow.
You have a hand crossbow?
Yeah, I bought it. That was the whole thing that I bought. That's
Alright. Go ahead and roll the hit.
plus 11 to hit. 30.
That just hits,
Lol.
yeah. Just hits.
Okay. For 8 damage.
8 points of damage? Alright, yeah, you pierces through the armor.
I think I only get 1 shot, right?
Yeah.
Unless you have the
or-
multi-attack.
Which he doesn't use a bard.
Which I don't think the bar.
Is it a magic
bar
crossbow?
gets it.
Alright, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. It's now his turn. Oh my god, this poor bastard.
He's just in silence.
Dude. Taste.
I know he can't do anything.
He can't cast anything either because
Silence.
he can't use verbal.
Yeah, it's verbal. If it has verbal in it, it's,
Yeah, hold on, I'm checking to see if he has any spells that are not verbal.
I
Good
think,
luck. They're few and far between.
Yeah.
Quiet to the void. Pray something will hear you.
Yep, they're all verbal.
it's the ultimate shut the fuck up spell.
No.
You don't get the
It's literally
monologue.
shut the fuck up.
It's literally just shut the fuck up.
You see, he takes a step back. And you see a.
Does he?
Oh no, he doesn't because he's right there.
I was like, just closer to him, like
You see, as he
accepting,
as he's covered in blood, he is visibly shaking and terrified. And you see this like little protective field like around him. Because he casts. He uses a cast. He uses his artificer ability to give himself 5 temp HP.
Oh, nice.
It creates a defensive field.
I'll telepathic bond. Maybe we don't have to kill him.
Did you say maybe?
It's an option.
Okay.
I'm
You
okay.
knock him out.
Let's just knock him out.
I get more souls to do my thing.
Is it my turn?
No, sorry, I'm trying to do math. 14 does not hit back. I see attempts to like punch you with one of the gauntlets. Yeah, and you're like not even
Add this
really.
bubble, like,
Ava, it's your turn.
Maybe we
Alright, I bonus action cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff.
Okay.
I,
Beat him up.
for once in my life, walk over and try and hit this man, and I get to use my spellcasting ability to try and hit.
Okay.
Is there a
Okay.
way to get advantage? Can I flank with
yes.
anyone?
Yeah, you flank with you.
Okay, let me flank.
The flanking.
Wow, terrible. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 just hits.
Oh,
Wow.
shit. Okay.
Yeah,
I
they
rolled
are
a
just
6 and a
soldiers.
3. That was really bad. Okay, that's fine. The damage die becomes a D8. It's very minimal damage, but I'm trying to be non-lethal here. 5.
5 points of damage. Okay. You
Does it add anything if it's my spellcasting, like modifier?
It would add your wisdom modifier.
Okay, so 5 plus 5 is 10.
So additional 5. Okay, so you take out the 5 temp HP he gave himself and do an additional 5 as you just hit him in the kneecap. He's still standing.
Damn. Well, I tried.
It's your turn.
All right, bud. Listen. I'm gonna walk in front of him.
You're standing from.
I'm just gonna be right in
Put a
front.
hand
I'm just gonna
on
be
him.
right in front of him.
You're still in silence.
How's he looking? Like
He's
Like-
looking hurt.
like 1 or 2 hits.
From you? Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do non-lethal damage.
Okay.
I'm just gonna great sword. With like the flat end of it, I'm just gonna
Sure.
swing in. But I'm also, while I do that, I'm gonna in my hand, I'm gonna hold up. It's just gonna say pass.
Why?
He gets the pass to live.
Oh my god.
Dirty 20.
Hits.
I'm sure how horrifying this is going to be as like a foot soldier of the militia. You wake up just surrounded by your
10 points of
allied
damage.
forces.
Okay, he's still standing.
And then
I wonder who's gonna win this Uno game
30,
we're about to play.
22.
Insert.
Hits.
I am.
16 points.
Alright, how do you do this?
Literally just holding the pass, just hands over the head, knock him out.
You dome him across the helmet. Well, no sound, but he just collapses down to the ground, falling across the spear, well, now on the ground body of his captain. Yeah, he is unconscious on the ground. And not a sound to be heard thanks to the silence.
So I'll tie him up.
Alright, are you guys all
Mentally,
stepping?
wait, mental, wait. There's 5 of them, and we're trying to get into the palace. What if we wear these guys' armor?
How's Vagus gonna fit?
Bring me in as a suspect for the kills outside.
Oh, that's
I was
true. We
worried
are
around the
wanted.
area.
That's for damn sure.
I can also just.
Let's do it.
Does it? If I take on the physical appearance of them, that doesn't include armor, right?
Correct. No, it changes your body, not your
Okay.
clothes.
I'll just put on.
To the captain.
Yeah, I'll take the captain's armor.
Okay, can you guys cast mending?
I can. I actually stored
I
it
can.
today.
Okay.
Mending? Yeah, I have it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I
his-
have mending.
So, as Shell says, you'll step through. You see that the doorway is starting to fizzle. The magic does not last too long. But you'll
Right.
come in, close the door, and as she closes, do you guys have windows?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think it would either.
It's just like quite literally a hovel.
Yeah, as you look out, you can hear there is more movement outside. As you kind of just peek in through like a gap. Thankfully, nothing was heard because you guys cast silence right away. But you can see that there are many a soldier out on the street. Looks like they are still investigating the slaughter that happened out there just a few days ago. As you all step in to the now bloodbath that is across your family home. And you guys have 5 suits of armor.
Do we want to hide the bodies?
I'm
Yes.
gonna recharge my ward real quick.
Clean up. Wet work.
It's so
Clean up.
fucked. They
Do any
should-
of them have like shackles?
Give me some time.
Yeah. These were guards of the city.
Putting them on, do I feel like I could break these fairly easily?
I leave them unlocked. They just
Yeah, what if
look.
we just leave them?
Yeah, I mean, you could do that.
Okay.
I would say also make a strength check if you want to like to see like how like
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like, not fully like, but I'm gonna test and see.
yeah. Go ahead and just make a strength check, not to break them, but to
I'm
see if
raging, so it's an advantage. But
get angry.
Good job, you. Way to clean up.
Thank you.
strength check
So-
23.
Yeah, I would say you don't break them, but you like kind of test them. You could, I would say, based on that, you know that the DC would be 20 to just pop out of these, which is not terribly difficult for you.
I could eat them too.
I feel like something super gross. You watch as you begins kind of rooming around the room doing the web work, and you see as he goes like over the suits of armor, and the body inside just kind of dissolves after a little bit.
Oh.
The armor's clean.
It's all polished and shit.
And I'll also cast mending on the armor while I'm doing that. Like,
I say it does take. It
Yeah.
takes a few.
10 minutes to put on armor.
I'm a one-stop shop for
Well, it takes time to
disposal
clean
and
up and
cleaning.
clean all the stuff up. But in that time, the people outside are not currently moving towards the hovel. It looks like there was an outside team and an inside team, and they were having a meeting inside. So you guys have a few minutes as you You're not able to get all the blood out of the wood of the floor. It has soaked in, but people are not going to walk in and see it. However, you do have.
Prestidigitation.
She's made for this.
I am the cleanup.
I hate that you made an adorable slime boy, and he's like the best lobster.
Yep.
So as you clean up your guys' crime scene, you have one set of armor that does not have anyone in it. Are you putting that in a bag of holding? Are you taking it with you?
I'll keep it.
Okay.
I'll just.
So who's wearing the captain armor and you're wearing the captain
Yeah.
armor?
And I
Okay.
make myself look like the captain too.
Sure.
I
You
change myself.
cannot see the captain's face, but
Could I not just take the helmet off and look at his face?
oh, okay, so sure. You totally dissolved everyone, okay?
Yeah, but I would have.
Sure. Yeah, you just go ahead and you hold on.
Did I find any
God.
sort of identification in the armor?
No.
He didn't have anything on his person?
Toby.
Floss, return.
Actually, I would say they had dog tags.
Alright, I picked those up.
Okay. And as you all get into these suits of armor, actually, let me check something real quick.
I just fucking.
I would say, as you guys all don the suits of armor, you realize that it begins to mold slightly to you.
Other
Maybe we
magical.
can have Vegas wear armor.
I'll say it does not change a lot, especially for you. You have smaller, thinner frame. It's still too big for you. So it's not like magical armor where it like fits perfectly, but it does seem to adjust slightly to the different body types. But looking at Vagus, probably not going to fit Vagus.
Well,
Take me.
I have lost my Minerva form. I'll just take the form of one of these dudes. I'll absorb one.
Okay, you just want to take
Oh.
another human.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be Altorian guard.
Okay.
Number 3.
Yep.
You take
I'll just-
Altorian foot soldier Dean.
Yep.
Oh,
Great.
Soldier?
Dean.
Soldier.
I'm Dean.
You're Dean,
Who's
I'm
the
Tobias. He's Vagus.
Vegas.
What's your dog tag say?
Frank?
Okay. Frank?
Frank, Dean, Tobias,
Vegas.
Vegas.
Ava, what's your dog tag say?
Burke? Damn.
I would say also-
It really reached at the bottom of
Ava
the barrel.
is kind
for
of a
these guys.
rough fit in the armor. She has a tail and a very small stature. I'm not sure how well Ava's will fit into this armor either.
Maybe we can say that they're a duo, the lizard duo.
Real quick,
Yeah,
before
we'll just
we
say-
left Viro, I told Belle to watch Gary, the Grip of the West, and Vegas.
Okay, so you guys left the hop. Thank you. You guys left the hop along as Enviro.
Yes, I'll
Okay.
go back to get them.
Sure.
Yeah, we could easily say though that
Good
they're
catch.
just together. We don't know what the deal is with the small one, but this is the one that killed the people in the streets.
You're fucking two homogs.
I think that's
Is that what we want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do whatever you guys need me to do. Do you want me to be like with Vagus, like an accomplice?
I think
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Yeah, for sure. It's okay.
Okay.
What happened to the other two guards?
They ran away.
I mean,
How'd they
couldn't
get out?
Ava also
They're
just like
dead.
wild shape into like a little thing and hide on a person?
Right.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
We said we just left him back there.
I think I would like that more.
Back where?
Yeah, I
They're gonna
think
come
so,
in this
too.
room and find there's nobody in
okay.
here.
Walk out and we get
Like just be a
stuck
mouse
later
and like
on.
hop in like a pocket. Like I just
Yeah,
open up.
that's fine. I can be a
Put a little
mouse.
team
But one
outside.
thing, we're gonna walk out of this room, and there's a bunch of guards outside. What are we? And we're walking out with Vagus, and they never saw Vagus walk in.
I've been hidden in this house. I've been hiding in the house
I
somewhere.
agree.
We found him under the floorboards.
He quite literally
Okay.
just ate the other two.
Just leave the suits of armor on the ground.
Yeah.
The skeletons left.
I mean, they probably
Ew.
just got in here. And they would have heard the fighting, so we can't explain the silence.
So what do we
I
do?
cast the silence.
Or
We
could
found a
say
powerful
Vagus,
wizard.
Vagus
Wearing a
surprised
hat.
us. He got two of them right away, but we were able to tase him.
We could also
and
just have him
shaft-
sneak out.
It makes sense if you guys are taking out a fugitive. There's murders around here.
Wait,
that's
but
what
we
they're
can do
here
that
for.
later after we get out of this.
Yeah, we
place.
just need to, because I think it'll be harder to explain it to the people here because they've been here. So I think if we could just
Yeah.
sneak you out first.
Yeah. I think that's smart.
I can polymorph.
I could-
I can polymorph Vagus
I'll just
and
do.
wild shape myself.
invisibility.
I'll do
and
second
concentrate.
level
Yeah,
Second level
Oh,
visibility.
or
Yeah,
invisibility.
save your
save some cell slots. Yeah,
Save your fourth. Save your fourth.
let's do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll keep
Alright,
the shackles
I'll
on
wild
everything,
shape.
just
Yeah.
so whenever we leave.
Okay, so
Yeah,
if it's gonna
wild
wild shape into a mouse, you're gonna cast
No.
invisibility on Vagus.
Yeah, last 1 hour.
Eyes held open like Deem's armor pocket. Ava, pop in.
Unless you
Alright,
take an
popping
action and
in.
do something.
All right. The lizard turns into a mouse, and the barbarian turns invisible.
Hang out with Mendex. Pull my hand.
You go over to Mendax. and
Squeaker, 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 squeaker.
As you,
Squeak is squeak.
as you perch up next to Mendax, you can see Mendax trying to like bite at you, wanting to eat you.
I hiss like a dragon.
All right, we make our way out. I open the door.
Okay. As you open the door, there are quite a few guards that are out on the street. One thing that you can immediately notice, the guards are filling up the streets, and there are no civilians. This entire area is under lockdown. Incredibly heavy military presence. And Apollo, you would immediately recognize as you see this display of how many guards there are out on the street. You immediately get the sense that, based on the commotion both here and up the street, the entire city is under martial law. More so than usual. And as you'll step out, there's a glance in your direction, but no one pays any mind as just the guards that walked in walk out with no suspicious activity.
Yep.
And as you step out,
Soldier.
keeping up to off the
Soldier,
side, no
soldier.
one makes a move towards you, no one makes a comment as I'm assuming you're leading the way, as you are the captain and no one questions it.
I make my way. I just start walking towards the capital.
Oh shit, Ava, before you wild shaped, could you have cast locate object?
Ah, yes, I could have. Would you have wanted to cast locate object, and I can do pass without trace, or is pass without trace not necessary?
I don't think it's
Not at the
necessary this
moment. And I think we can.
point. And now that we're out, we
Okay.
can say Vagus violated like Marshall.
Yeah.
Or
Do you want to save your small slots? Because I could do it technically for free and get it back if we get a short rest.
Just say copy.
Whatever.
Crime scene.
I mean, it's
I-
just a second. I mean,
Yeah,
sure,
I'll
you
do
can
it. I'll cast locate object then.
Okay.
Yeah, and since
as-
I'm wild shaped, I don't have animal stats, like brain stats. I can still telepathic bond and talk to you guys.
Yep.
I'll say as of now, you do not get any ping
Yep.
from the object, which, based on where you kind of
Makes
rough
sense.
idea, you know, yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I wouldn't need to cast it now. Then can I hold it till we get
Yeah,
a
that's
little bit? Yeah. But I'll cast it once we get closer.
Okay. So you guys are currently in the lower part of the city, and due to your guys' disguises, no one seems to pay you any mind. What do you wish to do?
Paul, is there like a Alturian greeting the soldiers give? Like, is there like a hand signal or something we need to do?
Is there a certain salute thing?
Is there like something like is there like a soldier?
Do we do it like a?
No.
You definitely know, yeah.
Is it this?
No, it's not that.
Is it?
No, don't do it. Don't do that.
Oh.
Do not violate TOS to do that.
Well, I just want to high five my
No.
friend.
Is there?
Sure, we'll make it very generic. It's just
It's the Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Just like.
Yep, that's it. Nice and
Democracy, Levi.
simple. We must defend it.
There we go. For democracy.
And there's no like there's no like formal greeting. There's like salutes and things of that nature, but
Okay.
I don't think anyone will question us.
Okay. Lead us to the capital.
I start making my way out.
Okay. I start walking through the streets. Altor was not a fun city to be in the first time that you guys were here. And as you
It's
begin,
worse.
and as you make your way through, it is worse. It is significantly worse. There are no people that are currently milling on the street, and if there are, they are moving with a purpose, as if they are going from point A to point B and nothing else. And as you can't really see the sky from here. You're in the depths of just this vertical climb buildings. But as you start to make your way further up, actually, no, even as you make your way through the city, as you look up in the fog and the smog through the air, you realize that there's writing in the smog. You see, stay in your homes by order of the Emperor. Fugitives on the loose. Report any suspicious activity. And you just see these messages written in the smog
Can I
above
find
the streets.
descriptions of fugitives anywhere?
as of now, no.
Oh yeah, technically no one lived from that.
Anyone who saw us is dead.
Yeah.
You got because
Or if there were any other witnesses that were civilians saw, they didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Because
How long
Yeah,
does
you-
the
none of
last?
them are really sympathizing.
yeah. Now, as you guys trending back, you guys actually were not seen by anybody.
Yep.
You have no witnesses.
To be clear, I bound that guard's hands and feet and gagged him.
Yep. Because you left with one dude alive. I did see you guys.
And he's unconscious.
He's
so-
unconscious. Yes.
We hide him in there too.
Yeah, I don't just leave him out in the open.
We tuck him away.
Does Apollo have a hidey hole somewhere in the house?
Apollo would.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be big enough to fit a body. But you just tuck him
Sure.
under a bed or something.
Sure.
Or a cot.
There's a mattress on the ground with a dude underneath it. Like,
It's quite literally just
Overhead.
on the ground, and then there's like a silhouette of a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
feet sticking out the bottom.
Then you're cold and you don't get a blanket.
This
so you
one
just
side of the
use-
bed is
the
just
mattress.
lifted up.
As you begin to make your way through the streets, and you get to
I
like,
know how long like the walk is roughly.
yeah, I mean it's probably like an hour and a half to walk because you guys are going all the way to the upper part of the city. But one thing that you see as you make your way through, you start seeing bodies that are strung up on walls at intersections. And you can see that these were all executions that have been put out on display. Many of them wear signs around their necks in different languages. And you can see that they also trigger. And one thing that you immediately notice, quite a few of these are tieflings.
Good thing we got your family out.
no one deserves this.
I will
This
say
is all bad vibes.
I want to say one thing that you notice, Paulo. You recognize, especially when you're coming out of the lower area, you recognize as you pass by the group, kind of like spread out down the street, but you recognize all of the workers that were working with your brother.
I think they're hiding him.
But besides these scenes, you were not harassed. No one is harassing guards right now. And you're going to make your way from the lower part of the city up to the upper city, which is where you run into your first problem. At this point, you're getting close to the end of your invisibility spell. You can also see that the upper section of the city is heavily guarded. There is a gate that actually separates the lower where the civilians live versus where the upper echelon live. It is heavily guarded, and they do not appear to be letting anyone through.
When I feel the end of that hour, find like a back alley or something.
Mhm.
Let my invisibility wear off.
How do we want to do this?
Is this where we want to possibly wind walk? Do we want to try and talk our way through?
I think we can talk our way through.
Tell them you found me at the crime scene.
We could also
don't even
just
have to say that. We could say you just were violating curfew.
we could also just keep you invisible.
We just cast it again.
Hope you that.
I'm okay with that too.
It's the
If there's
second
any
level.
do we see any anti-magic for this flood? Like
That's the other.
area?
I think that was the other.
Not at the gate, not that you can see.
I don't think it
Yeah,
is.
it's
so we'll
not
try to
yet.
get
So we might still be good to do that. I'd say invisible.
Recast it.
Okay, cast Windwalk.
Invisibility.
Recast
visibility.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just stick.
On my head.
But let's walk kind of in a formation where there's a gap where he could fit between us. So that way, like, you know, if there's some like super quick, like, you know, gate closes right behind us, no way.
We can just
Follow up
walk.
front, you two behind him, I'm in the middle.
Yeah, we can just do like
Yep.
a triangle
Yep.
and he's in the middle.
Yep.
I agree. Okay. We'll walk up to the gate.
Okay. As you approach, you can see. Look, the armor is higher quality in a slightly different style. It is while still a city guard, this is not your higher ranking.
What Apollo, I'm assuming, would know. Guards are allowed to travel. Like, there's no like garrisons in each, like a lower city garrison and upper city garrison. Like, they all would go back. I'm assuming to the higher city.
There is garrisons.
Okay.
In the upper part of the city is a higher end garrison, which is the armor that you're seeing as you're walking up.
Okay.
I would say as you're looking at this, they're not letting anyone, including the lower guard, through this gate.
Question. Being that I am Dean, I've absorbed Dean. Dean is me, I am Dean, Dean is he.
You don't get his memories.
Because it was the same for the pixie.
I have not allowed you to take memories of anything else you've done.
Yeah.
So no.
But I'm a god
Dean,
now.
Dean.
Almost.
No.
I was wondering, maybe that would change some things.
No. Good try though.
I mean, if there's no anti-magic field, we could go off to an alleyway and we could win it.
It's up to you guys.
Right.
How do you think you'll be able to talk your way in? Is this just the only thing?
That's his thing.
What if we say that
We're being summoned back up.
summoned by
We found
what's his name,
information in
Alexel?
regards to the. No, I don't want to name drop Alexel.
My feeling is they'll probably just be like, give it to us, we'll pass it along.
That's exactly what I think so too. Yeah.
I mean,
So do you,
typically that's not how it works.
Well, also, they were stationed at your home for a reason, so they must have maybe a higher clearance. Or
maybe.
so I would say I would leave it up to you. If you think you can talk your way in and have a good through line, I'd say go for it. Otherwise, we
I
can win
mean, we
more.
could try. What's the worst they say? No.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I agree.
Let's go.
They would,
We say we need to get through, and they're like, no. We just okay and
Go.
leave, and then one more through.
Go for it.
yeah. Because I feel like Apollo, the formalities of the checkpoint.
So as you approach, you can see that there are currently two guards that you can see. And you see as one of them steps forward. Halt, state your business.
We found information pertaining to this death of our fellow guards in the trader's house. We were told directly to report it.
And report to me. Give your report.
It's not how this works.
You see the head tilts?
If you don't want to let us through, that's fine. But I was told this information does not leave my mouth until it reaches the right hands, and those hands are not yours.
Who were you told to report to?
Fuck, I don't have a name.
Did Delphi give us any names? Like,
No.
does Ava know any general names
I was gonna say, would Apollo know
from
any?
Delphi?
Oh, that too,
Say if
yeah.
any of you guys, this is up to you guys.
Tell me you're supposed to report to Alexel.
I don't want to give him Alexa's name, but I guess I'll have to.
Is there anyone around Alexel that you know from your backstory?
Other than Ares now, no. Minnie. But I didn't really. Everyone else is dead that I've ever interacted with.
Okay.
Seeing that it pertains to the High Traitor, we were told directly to report to Alexel.
Make a persuasion check.
Wait there. Right there. Yes. Yippee! Natural 20.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You see
Oh
they.
my god.
I mean, it's quite literally just a 37.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You can see as you say this, they straighten, they kind of look at each other. You see there's like a hesitation. They just
Oh shit.
you see the one that's talking kind of looks back at the partner, and you see the partner kind of shakes his head slightly. Very well. We'll send word ahead. Report there. Report back. We'll be watching for you.
I'll give those salute.
He gives a salute back. And they open the gate for you. And as you begin to pass,
Do I see anyone like leaving, starting to leave?
no, from the outside in.
No, like they're sending word? Is it going to be a magical sending?
You see, as you're walking by the guard that said that, he begins moving his hands to cast a very familiar spell to you. So he's about to cast Sending.
I do have telekinesis. Are we like on a bridge or something?
No, you guys are just like on the street.
We could delay it by like a second.
I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, because I was like,
as we're walking closer before we go to the gate, I'm looking and making sure that is there any magical anti-magic thing? or
Not that you
magical
can see on the gate, no.
Okay.
oh, counterspell is only just hand movement, but
You can just recast it. Like it's.
Yeah,
not
exactly,
worth it.
yeah,
There's no point. Just go.
Okay. As he casts Sending, and he turns. Wait. What are your credentials? Who's giving this report?
Pull out the dog tags.
Say Aries. Say Aries. Maybe? You
Do
know?
you give the name of the
Minnie?
text?
Say Minnie?
Minnie's been gone. They know Minnie's not
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
because if
I
Lexel
can't
is
give
Never
that
mind,
name.
never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'll
Aries
just pull out
Okay.
the name on the
Might be
dog
better.
tags.
Okay. You see, he casts Sending, and he sends word to somebody.
Do we
Alright.
wait?
No, he's waved you through. He
Okay.
does this as you guys are walking past.
okay, so he's just getting.
He's just
names.
asking the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right, which is fine.
So as you make your way, you have now.
Alexa
Talk to
can
it.
see through anything that I do anyway, so it's not like we're not gonna have the element of surprise once we get there.
But he's already like fortifying with all this going on too.
Right.
So there's a conflict in the end. So as long as we just don't have to fight beforehand, it's all the same to me.
Right.
They
Okay.
can send whatever. We'll still rip through.
You have officially talked your way into the upper sections of the city. There is an immediate change, and you saw this before when the last time you guys wind walked into one of the mansions that held Ego Vex.
Yeah.
The difference between the grimy, choking air of the Undercity versus the sunshine, the magically pristine streets, not clean air, but significantly cleaner than what you just came from. It is a very dramatic shift between poverty and wealth. And while people are still not milling around, you see there's still familiar the same wording except written down in white cloud instead of smog. The people are not out and about right now. The whole city's still under lockdown, but you definitely do not see executions up here. But there's actual property lines and larger homesteads and more grand shops that are just completely empty. It is like walking through a city right when the pandemic started IRL. It's an eerie, spooky feeling, especially after seeing the bird's eye view just a few days prior. But you can see that there are definitely guards still patrolling the streets, enforcing the curfews, and they are all wearing a much more grander armor style, and many of them do give you kind of a confused, no one comes to stop you, but they give you confused looks as to basically why you footpads are up here on their turf. But no one goes to stop you.
Just keep making our way forward.
Okay. And where are you heading towards?
I think we're close enough that
Does-
maybe
Because do you know the way to the capital?
Apollo would know.
So I think we'll get a little bit closer to the capital, then we'll cast it.
I mean, it's quite literally like the biggest thing here, so.
Yeah. And as Apollo leads you, you have not been here yourself before.
Right.
But you know of it. Everyone knows of it. Everyone knows of the castle where the Grand Emperor of the great nation of Altor resides. And as you approach, it is a massive, beautiful, intimidating, imposing steel structure from top to bottom. It looks like a traditional medieval castle of sorts with razor thin art pieces that you would imagine are as sharp as they look. The tall, standing, solid steel walls are adorned at the top with razor wire that is artistic. It's meant to look like steel and silver vines and flowers and birds. And as you approach, you can smell that rust of blood from animals who made the mistake of trying to go through this razor wire. It is heavily guarded, and the entire structure is imposing and beautiful in a really fucked up kind of way. And as you approach the gates, you can see that even more grand guards as they approach, and you see as one of them, you see they're dressed in the red and gold of the Emperor.
Do we see any like anti-magic barriers or anything?
And as you approach, you can definitely see there is a barrier surrounding the castle. And as you approach, you see as one of the guards approaches.
Well, I don't think we would have gotten this close.
Okay.
Like, I think once Apollo got to a point where he's like, okay, we're X amount of feet away, like,
Okay, then you start to see the walls and the spires of this
Okay.
castle.
So now we'll need to step aside to let Vagus come out, and then we run through with found this guy as a suspect. And
I don't think we should do that just because of the fact that we didn't have him in the front checkpoint.
yeah. So what are we gonna do now?
I think we go with this plan that we did originally, which is get above
And drop in?
and drop in.
So windwalk time?
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be windwalk time.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys can do windwalk.
Let's go to an alley.
We could have done it earlier.
Okay.
But once we got into the talking, he wouldn't let me just walk away without something.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you find yourself in an alley, which is easy enough to do in these deserted streets, and you begin to cast windwalk. 10 minutes casting, or the woman to cast, 10 minutes of waiting. Is there anything that happens during this time while you guys are just waiting for the wind to kick up?
I'll cast Inspiring, or I'll do Inspiring Leader.
What do you say?
Alright. We're here to finish what we started earlier. Today he dies. And we move on from this.
Are we gonna be stealthing or anything when we're in there?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never been inside the castle. Inside the capital. I don't know what it's like.
Alright. Well, we're with you the entire way. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
I think each and every one of you agree here. I don't think I've ever had such a supportive group of friends and family. Go fucking kill this bitch.
That's such a good shift from calling people dumb in the same family.
What is it called?
I take you doesn't. I take back my inspiration. I take back my inspiring leader. You get nothing.
No!
You get nothing.
I was gonna help you too, but that's
Alright, is there anything else you guys wish to do to prepare?
Everyone gets.
I have something that lasts an hour I can do to one person. Do you think I should do it now or in
Is
the
it concentration?
No.
Everyone gets 19 temp HP.
Woo! Jesus. 19?
Whoa.
Yes.
How long would it take to activate such thing?
Right now. Just,
It's instant? Then I would wait till the moment
Okay.
arises.
I'll wait a little bit. Basically, once we get in there, once we get closer, if I sense anything like a combat, I'm going to give Apollo a warding bomb.
What does that do?
It is going
AC
to.
+1 saving throws.
You get a +1 to AC and saving throws and resistance to all damage. But every time you take damage, I take the same amount. Yeah.
So basically,
So
it
it-
splits it in half between the two
Yeah,
of you.
so it makes the half you double.
Yep.
Okay.
With my invisibility, I'll just stay at the end of the alley, make sure no one's walking past.
Yeah,
until
good idea.
the casting's done.
And I don't think he has to be within a certain range of that, right?
Nope.
Once after you cast it.
Yeah, no. Oh, it's within 60 feet of me. So you had to stay within 60 feet.
You didn't take any damage from that fight, did you?
I'm down 14 hit points. Well, with your 19, I'm overhealed right now, so it's not. Don't worry about it. I have things for this.
Before we go in and after I'm done casting that, I'm gonna cast Intellect Fortress at 3rd level on Vagus.
Once we go through the barriers,
I'll wait.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it now.
Okay. So, as you all wait and you feel yourself turning into wind, you lift up off of the ground, vanishing from this alley, and moving up into the high winds of the city. There's not much to block the breezes of the endless sky. And as you approach, you can feel that same kind of that buzzing. What sounds like an electrical fence as you approach this anti-magic field. There is a massive grounds and garden. Very strange to see in this completely mechanical steel landscape. There's just random patch of green. No big trees that you can use for like tree striding, but it almost looks like a Japanese Zen garden where a lot of it is like the sand with patterns and different metallic statues and then some greenery. But the fact of just this random open space, it's really jarring after seeing everything so compact. But you can see the castle, these beautiful grounds, and even like a small, almost looks like a creek that opens into a small pond as part of this kind of this garden landscaping. But similar to before, it is a dome over the entirety of the castle grounds. This is a massive anti-magic field. How they're able to pull off something like this, you have no idea. But how do you wish to approach this?
We need to look for any like tall building or something.
We look for like a peak at the top of the castle.
Is there, I mean, is there another building with like a chimney in the area or like that, like
No
smoke
chimneys.
point?
No chimneys. And as you're looking at the rooftops, all of them have the traditional pointed top. But one thing that you notice is that each of them, they're not like coned. They have like points down the edges, so it'd be like six ridges. And as you look at them, they are razor sharp. Everything on the top of the roof, anywhere there would be a point, is razor sharp. There's not a lot of like flat places to land. Actually, go ahead and give me investigation checks. I get what you're trying to find here.
13.
13?
And we're win right now,
28.
right?
28. Okay.
Yeah, we're winning.
Natural 20.
Okay. So actually, at first you don't see a chimney stack like what you saw before, and you don't see any smoke coming out from anywhere in the castle, which is kind of strange. But then, as you're kind of like taking a few minutes to survey the roof line, you hear it's very quiet at first, but you realize it sounds like a train whistle, like a deeper train whistle sound. And you can see that not from a chimney, but just from a section of the roof that you couldn't see, this billow of white steam just shoots up. And as you go over and look, you realize it's not a chimney, but a square grate about 4 feet by 4 feet across. Actually, we'll make it 5 feet by 5 feet to make it a square. That is just a single flat space in the roof that has a grate over it, and just this steam came billowing out for about a minute and a half before it stopped.
So last time when we did this, we went to the field. It just canceled the effect, but we still had wind walk. So we just need a way to get in there and then last long to wind walk again, basically.
Right, but it's
That's not true.
Yeah,
It
it's-
completely dispelled wind walk. I had to transform everyone into a bat.
but
It was dispelled.
Oh, it was. Okay.
I thought it was.
I know. I thought I might be thinking of something else then.
Nope. It got completely dispelled, so it's a 6th level spell just gone in for one
Do you
use,
think in the
basically.
entrance of the lab?
I think I'm thinking of the lab. Yeah.
Because that's why we transformed as we used polymorph on
Yeah,
the way
you guys
in.
went in as
How-
So if I go in first,
So now it's gaseous form.
I can turn into a pixie to fly right away.
polymorph.
And then I can you'll have to polymorph once you're in here though. So if we find somewhere that's low enough, you guys all come down at the same time. I can feather fall everyone, so you're going slower, and that gives you time to do stuff when you're in here.
I would really like to not cast another wild shape, though.
But I don't think will wild shape be ended by this?
Well, instead of just a polymorph
no.
myself, I can cast invisibility at a higher
which is a
level.
mouse right now.
Yeah.
How
Will,
did you
will,
do invisibility?
will that be ended
So
from this
at
field?
4th level, because second for
Was it
one.
ended last time?
No,
So
I
we
had to
people.
stop being a mouse to cast
fourth.
wind walk.
Oh, sorry, you're
That's
not.
true, yeah.
Yeah, you're not a mouse right now.
I'm saying that I only have one wild shape left, and it's the same thing that I use to do constellation stuff.
Yeah.
So I need to
Yeah,
save it
so
for the
save
battle.
it. I would do that. I would
I have,
once you go
I have
through.
polymorph.
I will.
I could just up it. too. So that
You
way,
can also upcast invisibility, and then you're just feather falling invisible
Yeah.
to the ground, and then one of us just casts blindness.
So do we want to just go to the ground?
because I could do 5th to give.
I say we go on like that grate.
Like that is
Aim for that grate.
so I can go there.
It's
That's
really
a 4x4.
small. We could do it one at a time though. Like
Yeah.
I can go last.
I can only
But
feather fall if
what-
everyone goes in at once.
Yeah, that's true. I just considered
We
that.
just all go on
Let
at
me see.
once.
I'll feather
You
fall.
feather fall. How many can you hit with feather fall?
Everyone.
Everyone. So,
You invisible, and then someone just has to polymorph. I'll polymorph since I don't haven't burned anything yet.
well, I could. Okay.
But how are we gonna deal with where are they gonna land?
Okay.
The grate can fit one person.
Do we see any
With a nat 20.
with a 28 and a nat 20?
Mhm.
What other entrances to this building do we see?
You see some. You do see there's a balcony. There's some balconies with windows. You're not sure if those going to be occupied. I mean, there's window ledges, that kind of thing. There's not a lot of roof access.
Right. But even on the ground, do we see doors? Do we see like
Oh,
second
only
or
on the
third
ground?
level? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would say looking over.
'Cause I
You do
think
see
we
that.
would've- I'm assuming like
Oh
scouted
yeah.
and
Okay.
flown
Okay.
around.
I feel you. Yeah. Okay. If you're looking at like the overall, sorry, I was just focusing on the roof.
No, you're good. You're good.
Looking over the entire building, there are multiple entrances to the castle. I mean, it is a castle. It's being lived in there, both from the king and any guests that come through. You can see that on the ground level. I mean, there's doors everywhere. There's also there are two tall towers that have a bridge connecting them. That'd be up on like the 4th story or so. So there's just this covered bridge up there that each have their own entrances on either side. And then there are multiple balconies that are not massive by any means, but entrances to the castle from above.
I don't know. I have my expertise is worn off. We don't know where Alexel is.
I don't think we'll be able to do anything with the grate unless we do the same. I think
On the ground.
I can go to the ground. I'll just still be floating. We'll pick out of a spot where we want to land. Invisibility on everyone if we can. Invisibility or polymorph.
How many guards do we see patrolling on the grounds?
Dozens. You guys are at the castle of the king.
Because I'll stay a pixie and stay in the air. So I'll keep it to the rooftops and hidden for a bit. But you guys need to find some way. So all invisibility, some polymorph.
I can invisibility everybody, so that's one person using it would be a 6 level when I hit L5. But 1/6 versus like 5/4, isn't it?
Sure. I mean that work if you're
Yeah.
willing to spend it.
I'm okay with that.
And so our plan is to go to the ground, find an entrance there.
An hour.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
I think once we get down and you cast Featherfall immediately, you cast invisibility immediately, and we just descend
Yep.
invisible slowly.
Yep, I agree. Alright, so I'll do this. I'll go in first. I'll lose communication, so don't change this plan. 3, 2, 1, go.
I know, I need to
Change it.
repeat
All
that.
right, we all just leave you and teleport away.
Where are you guys landing? You guys aiming for a balcony? You guys aiming for the bridge?
We're
the
gonna aim
rooftop?
for somewhere on the ground that's kind of tucked away if possible. Like somewhere that has, if there's like something with like a lot of shrubs.
A gazebo.
Sure, I'll say like the
Do
garden
they have a
area.
labyrinth, a maze, or anything?
Labyrinth, yes. The labyrinth. We'll take it.
Pan's
Ooh,
labyrinth.
okay.
Anywhere that
Oh,
has the
fuck.
most coverage where we don't see a lot of guards.
Okay, I mean, I would say there is it's not a hedge maze, it's made out of iron, like sculpture. There's like kind of a maze. I would say there's also a covered, like entrance to the garden area, but the thing is you guys can't see if there's anyone in there.
I can scope it out first.
We can, yeah.
I can go down just real quick, dip down, and come back up, and when I wave you, then you come through.
Okay.
Alright, I'll do that. So I'm going to drop down.
Okay.
An immediate
Can I hit F8 right here?
Quick save.
I'm immediately going to try and do a
F5,
pixie and just
F5.
fly right above, right there.
Yeah, F5.
Okay.
F8.
As you pass,
Oh, quick one. You just quick look. This is back.
as you pass through, you feel old magical effect drop, and there's a second where you're free fall for you
Yep.
into the pixie. As you fly down, there is a pair of guards that are are patrolling the outside of this garden, like between the garden and the castle.
Yep.
But as you look underneath this overhang that you saw from above, you see there is a woman that is currently seated, and it looks like she's reading a book within the shade of the balcony.
Okay.
But she seems to be engrossed in whatever it is that she's reading.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Darcy, you
So-
dog.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back up to the thing where I can be like in line of sight, so you guys can see me. I'm gonna point down to the gazebo and just go,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna point over to the iron like coverage thing. I'm just gonna point that way,
Sure.
and then go right over like over where that would be,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna say,
I think we fly all right over that as vertically as we can above that
Okay.
and jump through.
everyone at the same time.
Let's
And then
go.
as soon as I see anything, feather fall.
Okay.
Two things
Okay.
are happening as soon as.
I know. So, I need everyone to make a stealth check. Well, everyone except you to make a stealth check.
Could I have cast Pass Without a Trace as we fell?
To help with the stealth?
So as soon as you pass through, cast. Yeah, I'll allow it. So go ahead and add
Yeah.
10 to your roll. Yeah, that's pretty slick.
Yeah, I cast it.
God.
I took it for a reason. I want to freaking
was-
use it.
Thank you.
You'll win. I'll say she's not in your pocket.
No.
What?
That helps
That's
tremendously.
That 20?
At 20.
You are a silent lizard.
Yeah.
31.
31. Okay, is that so? What's your total with the plus 10?
With plus 10, it'd be 37.
Excellent.
27.
Yeah. Oh, you're not.
27 as well.
Oh, right. Yippee! You guys are the definition of Mission Impossible. It is just for the briefest of moments. The only way that anyone would have seen, as you guys suddenly materialize and then immediately vanish again, would have been if someone was looking at that spot when you arrived. But the transition is so fast, they probably thought it was just a trick of the mind. As you are all.
Is that a lizard?
You see those 4 dudes and a lizard?
Get a lizard!
And a tiny lizard. Just fucked up.
As you
Blue eyes.
arrive and then suddenly turn or featherfall and
Why not?
invisible. You're all slowly descending, unable to see each other, aiming for this overhang.
We do lose telepathic bond.
The minute I land, I will cast telepathic bond.
Okay, cast it. Okay. So
I'm gonna cast it.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
would.
waste a 10
as you
minutes.
all land, you land to kind of
If you
like an
cast
open
anything, you drop
section.
invisibility, technically.
I thought it was targeting spells.
If you cast it, anything.
If you cast it.
Let me. I'll double check.
Okay,
I think it's
Casting a
any.
spell
I think
does
it's any action, but let me double check.
Ritual casting count?
works as still cast.
Anything that's okay. Hold on.
Wait, what's going on? I'm confused. What
Casting
just happened?
casting
Yeah.
telepathic bond will break the
If
invisibility.
you, yeah, so if you attack
Could you
or
just done
cast
that
a
at the same
spell,
time like Ava did the Pass Without a Trace?
I'll
would've
allow
done
that
it
if you want to
before.
cast. If you want to cast
I'll
before,
cast it
I'll allow it.
before,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That's better.
I'll burn
Like
it.
right as soon as we pass, I'm like holding it as like a reaction to just do it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's pretty slick. Okay.
That'd be
So
the
as
same
you
for
all
me.
land silently on this white kind of cobble or not cobblestone, but
Without a trace.
Yeah. The white what is it?
Marble.
No, crushed rock.
Quartz,
Gravel.
gravel.
White stone gravel. What?
No, you're good.
You all look up and you can see underneath the overhang the woman reading her book. She does not even look up. She doesn't even acknowledge. You can see there's a door right next to her.
Do I recognize the book?
Make an investigation check for me.
$33.
33.
10 ways how to spot a traitor tiefling.
You
How to please your man in bed.
Oh.
10th edition.
Tantalizing tiefling.
It's taken 10 editions. Give up.
you can see that it is.
Respect.
A for you.
You can see it is
1 page.
the princess and the sorcerer. As you look at this, you know what this book is. It is classy smut.
Ah.
It is like
Poor girl's just reading by herself.
She gets up from the chair.
You have to go there. You didn't have to go there.
Fucking you every time you rainbows everywhere.
I've some of these in Delphi's closet before.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Give it a read.
Delphi has the entire set.
Oh yeah.
Sophie wrote
Yeah.
the book.
Delphi
About
actually wrote it.
It's an autobiography.
Yeah, and she is very much engrossed.
Do I recognize the woman?
No, you've not rubbed shoulders with
You've never seen her before.
So as you as you you currently have the door that is next to her. She's not sitting like right next to it. She's probably about 7 feet
Is it
away.
open or closed?
It is closed, and it is a large glass door.
Now I'm not invisible.
I said, you guys can interact with the door.
We can, as long as you don't attack
Yeah, you can interact
or
with the
cast a spell.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could.
You can create a distraction.
I can make a distraction. I can use thaumaturgy to open doors and windows.
It is
and
a
then
glass
close-
door.
That's,
That's a
a spell.
spell. Right?
I'm not invisible.
Oh, that's
He's
true. He's a
invisible.
pixie.
Right.
You could just make like a gust of wind open
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna have everyone get right next to the door, and then I'm gonna like use thaumaturgy to make things kind of flicker and move like there's a gust of wind.
Yeah.
And the door's just going to slowly like
Not like slam open.
it's
Yeah.
just gonna kind of creak like.
Yeah, you see, as the door, you use the spell and the door opens. You are a tiny pixie, you're hard to see, and
Yeah.
the door opens, allowing all of you to slip inside. You see, she jumps as she was like, you know, when you just got hyper focused. I was like, stop it. She's hyper focused on something, and the door opens. She kind of jumps in the book
She
falls
hides
down to
the
the
book?
ground.
She
Yeah.
has a second book at the ready. He's just like,
Yeah, you see, she be like kind of, she begins to drop it, closes it, kind of like tucks it down underneath the like a blanket that she had across, like a shawl. Fuck off. Never mind. And she saw it. And you guys are all able.
Circles.
shame.
Oh.
As you're all able to slip inside this door, you have all you.
Yep.
Fuck you all. You all
I didn't
enter,
do nothing.
You're
as you're
associated.
able to slip inside. You have successfully.
It's not the only thing that was able to see. Can you cast locate?
Can you give negative inspiration?
You know what? I'm gonna make that a thing now. You all manage to sneak
Take a minus
inside of the castle.
D20.
And I'll say just cast your locate object.
Yep.
You immediately feel ping somewhere below you in the depths of this castle.
Alright.
Below.
And that is where we're gonna end this week's session.
Aww. Just getting ready to rip ass.
You gonna fart?
Is that not how the expression
So, we will start next week with a dungeon crawl through the castle of Altor for a hopeful final confrontation with Alexel. So, thank you so much, everyone.
Bitch ass.
This bitch ass.
Bitch ass.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and we will see you next time. From Hell or High Water, we'll see how this plays out. As we see how this campaign goes, from 20 to 1.
20 to 1.
20 to 1.
21.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I do like